And what it basically is quite literally, it's just a large bun with a steak pie in the middle of it.
Yep.
And that
What
is
you guys-
what it's quite.
And like you guys call it a bat.
Yeah, we call it a bap or a bam.
A bam.
Nah, mate, it's a cob.
Cob. It's a
Just
fucking
that-
roll.
It's a
There's
fucking
so many
cob.
What the fuck is a cob? It's a cob. It's a cob.
Fucking hell. Just gonna make Americans blow their minds. Like, oh, what the hell is this?
Like, do you know what split is? What's a split?
A split?
Yeah.
I know what a
If-
split. I know what a
If-
split is.
No. If you went into a chippy and asked for a split, what would you get?
You've already punked him by
Fuck is a
saying
chippy?
What do you go to, like the Lay's factory? Some fucking Doritos? I don't know. What is it?
It's fucking brilliant.
So a split is just chips, peas. That's all it is. Chips and peas. Chips and peas, but we call it a split.
That's a pea mix, mate.
Are the peas in like dip form?
Oh no, they're already.
No, they're mushy pea, right?
Yeah, mushy peas. Yeah,
Mushy peas.
sorry, it's chips, peas, and gravy. I'm sorry, it's chips, then peas all over your chips, and then gravy all over your peas.
But if you put a steak and kidney pudding with that as well,
Steak and kidney pudding.
You just can't smash shit up and call it pudding, motherfuckers.
yeah,
Okay, no, that doesn't. No.
dude,
No.
it's steak and kidney pudding.
No. No. That's like calling mixed up spam meat pudding.
It's not literally a pudding. I
I
promise
know,
you.
but you're calling it a pudding, though. That's like blood pudding, motherfuckers. That's just gross shit, is what that is. Fucking blood pudding. Jesus.
There's nothing wrong with that pudding.
The only thing that I think that might make a little bit of sense is haggis.
Uh-uh.
I've eaten chitlins, so I don't know. You know what chitlins are?
A Shetland pony.
No, not Shetlands. Chitlins.
No idea then.
I've eaten
Chitlins are the innards or the intestines of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like pork rinds.
Wow.
Yeah. You clean them out and you boil them.
Oh, funny as fuck. They really don't do mushy peas in America? What the fuck?
No, we just take peas, open up the can, fucking in the microwave for 3 or 4 minutes, and then put them next to your mashed potatoes.
No,
Or
that's-
bangers, I think is what you
man.
call them.
Nah, that's where's the mushy peas, man.
Mushy peas are like the best thing ever made.
Mushy peas is what we would consider baby food. They blend that bitch up and they feed it to babies.
Well, it's not fully blended. Still lumpy.
No.
No, it's mushy.
You like the chunky style.
Yeah.
I can't do that, man.
Why not?
I just certain things. I'm a texture person when I eat. That's like I struggle with boba tea.
Oh yeah.
I struggle with that. And the bigger it gets, the worse off it gets.
You don't like things thick and lumpy going down your throat.
No, I don't. I like to chew my food.
Oh, okay.
Like mashed potatoes, I don't like them lumpy. I like mashed potatoes like really moist and creamy and white.
Off to a good start.
Yeah.
The fish finger
It's good to be
sandwich
back.
caught Ox off guard again.
I can't
Yeah,
wait to see how
ridiculous.
Demo puts this on the YouTube. And the start of the section, what are they talking about? Well,
It's fucking brilliant.
I'll do tapioca, but they're really small. They're micro. Tapioca pudding's really good. I'm just down with like the tapioca. I don't need all the boa in there.
Fucking funny. Right, well. Nice to see a full table again. Everyone's here. Welcome to me dad who's joining us. Never thought that'd happen, but here we are.
Fucking A!
yeah. We haven't heard from you. Yeah, how you doing, man?
All right, I'm just trying to work out. It's like a new language. I ain't played for years, so hopefully I won't hold you guys up too much.
Don't worry
Don't worry
about
about
it, you do.
Pretty much
Yeah, we do
everyone
that
here,
plenty
I
ourselves.
think. I think pretty much there wasn't everyone here like a new starter to D&D when we first got into it. Or like had the one odd game and never played it again?
Well,
I
Dixon-
played
yeah.
back in the
I-
old days.
I played a
with,
lot of
like,
3.5, so all this
Yeah.
advantage and disadvantage stuff like just never existed.
Yeah.
and with
So-
taco stuff and shit.
Oh,
And the
mate,
fact you made me play a spellcaster, and I've never played a spellcaster before.
What do you mean, mate?
Yeah, but I still blame you for that one.
No, you.
Yeah, no, you.
I know the good old days of Fact Zero. Fuck that system.
What, Thaco's it? Thaco. Oh,
And
can't
I've
be that.
always played a rogue, so
What the fuck was that?
this is new to me.
Well,
I
yeah.
just always played by myself growing up in the dark.
All right. Well, so shall we get started then?
Why
Yeah,
not?
buddy.
All right. So to recap your past adventures, I will do a bit of an extended recap here because we have got someone new joining the table. So this is going to be, it might be a bit longer than normal, but I'll keep it short. So to start with, you all accepted a quest from an individual known as Gundren Rockseeker, a dwarven merchant in the city of Neverwinter. He was accompanied by a human warrior known as Sildar Hallwinter. Gundren was more than a little secretive about his reasons for giving you this job and wanted to, get to town ahead of you a couple of days early to take care of some quote-unquote business. Now, you escorted the wagon of goods through the Tribor Trail down the King's Road and eventually came across what was an ambush. Mr. Ragnar and, Point had a survivor. However, he, through some miscommunication, later died, unfortunately. And then you all proceeded to storm Cragmore Cavern, clearing it out, and eventually heading to the town of Phandalin, where you met up with some of the local residents. Some of the more important ones, Harbin Wester, who seems to be the town master. You escorted Sildar back and eventually came to have a little base of operations within the Stonehill Tavern, currently run by Toblin Stonehill. While in town, you have come across a few separate leads, a few jobs, if you will, that will take you to separate locations in and around the area of the Sword Coast. The first of which, an expedition of a couple of dwarves that seem to need some help. An old woman who is apparently the town's apothecary / alchemist is currently out at the Umbridge Hill area, and with the recent dragon sightings has been, urged to come back to town for safety. However, she's very stubborn. The final one that you have is a trip to a nearby city or settlement of rock gnomes known as Gnomengard, just to give them a quick warning and also to help them with the situation where some of their residents have gone missing. While in Phandalin, you have uncovered the plot of the Red Brand bandits, and unfortunately, though it was attempted to leave him alive, thanks to a certain somebody, his jaw is now on the floor and, well, he's bled out. So, and this is where we'll rejoin the game as we are in the town of Phandalin, and currently, the 5 of you, minus Gripper, are in the Stonehill Tavern, recollecting yourselves after your latest triumph and having post-morning celebration sickness after the little victory round that took place the prior night. And that is where we're going to jump back in. So, it is going to be right now early morning, around, let's say, 6-7 p.m. in the morning, and everyone either in their rooms or wherever you decided to leave yourselves the night prior.
Right. 7 p.m. in the morning.
7
I
a.m.,
was going to
sorry.
let that slide. I was going to let that
Yeah.
slide.
That's what confused the hell out of me. Then
I was thinking he partied too hard as a DM the night before. I don't know.
No, I
You
looked at
might
my,
have to forward or backwards the clock then, because it's 2 p.m. apparently.
yeah, no, I looked at my own clock down there and I saw 2 p.m. and I went 7 p.m. in the morning. Like, what the fuck?
it's fine.
So it's AM, you said?
It
For
is
sure.
AM, yeah.
7.
Okay.
And there we go.
I have a general question. Since we have like long. We rented these rooms for a long time, right?
Indeed.
Because we're probably gonna be here for a while. Do we have some sort of storage where I can dump shit in that I don't want to bring along with me?
Yeah. So every one of these rooms, because they are rented for a long period of time, comes with a foot locker at the base of the bed and some basic storage capabilities. So you have plenty of room to store things if you're going to be there for an extended period.
Okay. How do we do that with our inventory and shit? So I mean,
what I can do, I can't do this right now, but I will make a stash for you, and we can put stuff in
like
there.
some of those, like we have a backpack, but then maybe like a chest or something where we can dump shit in. I don't know.
That's a good idea. I can give you all a chest, and you can just keep that on. And I'll put it on weightless, so you can. Well, anything that will be in the chest you have will be in the inn.
In the inn.
Person,
we can't use it while we're out.
Yeah, I'll sort that out on the break.
Cool. It's just an idea, you know, because I don't want to be bringing around 20 rations every time. I mean, we're on an hour walk, so. Anyway, I guess we're just eating downstairs, or are we in our room, or?
Oh, where is it?
I'm probably like, you know, with the drinks from last night, so. Maybe I slept actually instead of medicated. I don't know.
Hey, real quick, did you imported me over, right?
Yes.
Are we 3 or 4?
We're 3.
Okay. That being said, question to you is, on that note, it said that I had proficiencies. Did I pick light crossbow? I forgot.
As a barbarian, you should already have proficiency with all martial weapons, though. And simple weapons.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Because it didn't tell me no when I picked it. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, no, as like barbarians, I believe they have all weapon proficiency, so you're fine.
It's like a fighter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar.
All right. So if you guys, what are we all doing? Are we all heading downstairs to reconvene and talk about the events prior and any discoveries that were made? Shit.
I think that's worth down. Going to go down into the common room and order some breakfast for myself. If I see any of my comrades, I'll sort of like walk down with them.
All right, yeah. So, each of you takes care of your morning business in your rooms. You know, going around the usual things, and comes downstairs and has Hob. You come down first. At this point, I think if you're coming down straight away, there'll be no one down here at the moment, but it doesn't take long before everyone's downstairs and you all find yourselves a table, order breakfast, and start discussing the day's plans. And then around half an hour later, there is, let's say, a new presence coming into the tavern. As this is going to be interesting. So, Gripper, what do they see when you walk into the tavern for the first time? Could you give us a brief introduction for your character?
Well, I am a big Goliath, medium size at the minute, but can get bigger. And I'm a bounty hunter, so a paladin. So I walk in, and I see you all there, and I shout, "Is there a Ragnar Nelled here? Anybody called Ragnar Nelled?"
I come over and kind of peek my head around the corner as I was sitting down and stuffing my face full of breakfast, and I was like, "I'm a Ragnar."
What's he done this time?
I will say, as you hear the word Nelled being mentioned, the few other patrons that are in the tavern do begin to start grinning and chuckling.
But are you Ragnar Nelled?
I am Ragnar Voidbarn, but I'm Ragnar.
Well, I've heard Ragnar, has been going through these caves. And I was told that Ragnar Nelled was one of these travelers going through adventures. So, am I wrong?
Well, I do believe the last name might be incorrect, but I am Ragnar, and I am the gentleman you're looking for. May I now? How tall are you compared to the rest? You stick out like a sore thumb. Saying that you're medium. What does that equate to roughly in?
It's about 7 to 8 feet.
Oh, so I'm going to look up to you. Okay.
How high?
Yeah, he's a Goliath. He is an absolute
He's a Goliath,
fucking
isn't he?
unit.
It's like
So
When you hear the word Nelled mentioned, the laughs in the tavern grow. They get to the point where they're audible now.
okay. So I'll look around, start to get a little perturbed. I'm starting to feel as if the joke's on me, and I look up to you and I go, can I help you?
Let's find out why they are laughing, because obviously something's going on here. So I go up to the barman.
Mm-hmm.
I say, I'll summon Ragnar over with me.
Yep.
And I said, is this the Ragnar you're laughing at?
He looks at you and looks at Ragnar and then says, he kind of leans forward and goes, there's, I take it you're new here. And Toblin looks at you, Agrippa. It's, this individual and his compatriots have been making a bit of a name for themselves over the past few. And, let's say you can see he's kind of looking for a way to say this without, like, being rude or, trying to escalate the situation. Is the townspeople have heard of, Ragnar's voice and how when he goes to knock someone out that it doesn't exactly happen in that particular fashion.
Okay. So, what's the joke?
Do continue.
Okay, I will take this under control. So I'll go, right? My hands are big, yeah?
Yeah, they're big.
Big hands. I'll get his junk in my hands. Right? I go to do it. Put my hands, I'll get him in my hand and say, right, what is the joke? And I say, I'll give you a warning. When I was a soldier, I rose in the ranks, right? But they always called me Private. My name was Private Gripper. Right? They all, because I used to go up and get their junk in my hand, and I used to rip it off. So you either tell me what poor Ragnar here is being laughed at, or the same will come to you.
And with I'm going to say, make an intimidation roll at advantage.
You know the rolls here you told me yesterday?
Yeah.
To get it to the, they're not here.
But the two swords
make sure you have two swords. Should be light pink. Or purple, rather.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't worry, I'll fucking roll
Thank
initiative 12 times this round before I actually get to that point. I fuck up all the time.
Help me, these are small, man.
Yeah, they are. There's no way to make them bigger, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The other way is going to your character sheet and just double click it from there.
What did he say Ragnar's second name was? Ragnar what?
Nelled.
Nelled.
Yeah. Intimidation. I've got
Yeah.
investigation, intimidation here.
Yeah, intimidation. Then click that one and then press advantage.
Okay. Hopefully it
Fuck's
works.
sake, man. His first
Jesus.
fucking roll.
Fucking roll.
The first roll you have made in D&D in around 30 years and you get a natural 20.
I can't see that come up for some reason, but good.
Just know it's fucking awesome.
Oh,
Holy
what were you
fuck.
saying about storing your luck? God help you, demo with him on this section.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think we.
Rolls at
I
advantage
think we
gets an
need to
18
take
and
on the
a 20.
dragon right now because
Yeah.
It's his fucking point.
Yeah, we
we
just
just
push the
like
paladin
crit,
forward.
crit.
Okay, so the guy, Toblin, he is, you can look at his face and he is absolutely shitting bricks. He goes, it means non-lethal damage. It's a joke they came up with last night. And because he keeps, every time he goes to, knock someone out, he ends up dying.
And I just look up and go, confirmed, and then kind of give a shrug. Men of our size just don't know the power that we wield. I've tried to knock people out 2 or 3 times and end up putting either their head off their shoulders or the weapon through their head. So it's actually not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, no.
Can
Right,
you,
now I know I've got the right person. Now we need to talk.
can you let go of my bollocks?
Yeah. Thank you. And I would want 6 large beers for their table.
Yep. I can do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to look over and go, I don't think what you and I need are beers. Let's get beers for the rest. Much obliged. But you, sir, I'd like to buy you a round of the good stuff.
For fuck's sake.
7
It's
in the
fucking
morning.
6 in the morning.
In the morning.
We're going to test this guy out, right? Fucking meow. And I'll just say, if we're going to talk, we've got to talk like real adventurers. And I look over to you and raise an eyebrow and then kind of give a fucking nod back at an angle towards the giant man next to me.
He goes, oh, it's fucking says. Yeah, we've just woke up. I mean, fuck it.
Just one.
You see the barman go for this particular bottle. Ragnar, you know what this is. Pretty much
Yes,
everybody
I
else
do.
at the table knows what this is. And then he produces 2 tumblers. Uncorks a bottle, and out comes a familiar black syrupy liquid that you know as the gut rot. The good stuff.
Maybe Cam wants to go and have some more.
Well, hold on. I was going to say, I look over the server at the table. Ken, would you like a round, friend?
It was special.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit.
Huzzah! Make it 3 rounds, good barkeep. Sorry, guys, I'm not
Huzzah!
adventuring much today.
Oh, point wants some as well.
He just looks over and goes, should I just pour everyone around?
I put my hand up. No, I'm like doing the, the cutthroat action.
Yeah. It's -1.
Perfect.
He just goes,
I've seen what this shit does. I don't want any of it.
The fact that point said yes, it makes it even better.
Yeah, I don't think the wizard with that is good. Maybe he starts wildcasting.
This is the stuff that gave me the shits last time.
yeah.
This is, yes, that burnt your face off. Yep. And you weren't here last week. We had another one, Kane and I last night, theoretically last night, went and got fucking blitzed on this shit too, and he went fuzzy. So he said yes again.
I think I still did decent.
Yeah, you did well. Yeah, it wasn't a miserable fail. The drunk failed, not the saying.
Right, well,
Let's do it.
the barkeep pours now 5 individual tumblers, and he goes, given what you've done for the town and the experience that I just had, is just go for it.
I look at him and I toss him a gold. and tell him thank you.
That's right. Well, before you are now 5 individual tumblers, shot glasses of the gut rot whiskey that you have come to enjoy so much. So, you know what happens here. This shit, just a single shot of this stuff, is strong enough to knock most men on their ass.
Yeah, but I'm twice the fucking size of these guys. Have I got any resistance?
We'll find out, won't we?
Okay.
The fat fucking panda had none. Sorry, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Mhm.
So, for everyone drinking this, the way I roll this, I have an intoxication threshold thing. So this would count as 5 units, which is if you have a +3 Constitution modifier, you can safely drink 1 of these.
Yep, I'm safe.
Any
I'm
more
not.
after that, there's a problem.
Shit. I'm only +2. Shite.
Yep.
Same.
See?
Right, so
Being big doesn't mean stuff.
yeah, so for those of you who don't have basically proficiency bonus and con modifier added up to +5, we're going to have to make some con saves.
I am literally just shit-eating grin right now watching you lot.
Apart from Hob, who's just like going, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I'm
Literally.
safe, right?
So, yeah, so Gripper's safe, Can's safe, Ragnar is not safe.
But I am a pro at this. I'm just saying.
You have
Can I at
done this
least
stuff
roll at
before.
advantage?
You have done this stuff before. Because you've done it before, you can have an advantage.
That's what I was hoping for. All right, and I'm liking it. So I'm the dumbest fuck here. So we're just gonna drink it after every mission. Get ready.
Speaking of drinking,
One
I'm going to
breath.
do a lot of that tonight.
You're not working tomorrow.
Nope, I got Monday and Tuesday off.
And what is that? What state is that? Doing a roll for?
Constitution.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go first.
I wanted my birthday off and wouldn't let me have it. Poop.
That's rude.
On save at the advantage, and I take my drink, hold it up in the air.
And
Huzzah! 16.
That'll do it. So yeah, you Ragnar, you've done this before. You know what this stuff does. For every one of you drinking right now, this stuff goes down your throat. There's an immediate feeling of like it tastes quite nice. It tastes very oaky. There's a nice, mellow flavor to it. Then it burns. Then the alcohol kicks in. And it's fucking hot. It feels like you are literally drinking nails, and then the numbness kicks in. I said this before, but if anyone has ever drunk like 90 pure Everclear, that's it. It burns. And yeah, for those of you that have taken the shot and not had to do the roll, you can pretty much feel that if you take another shot of this stuff, there is going to be issues. It's not nice. It's nice, but it's also not nice. What the fuck point?
my point.
Point. You take 1 shot of this stuff, and the room is not really a room anymore. It's more of a cylinder.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Point says poke.
Point just kind of
Poke.
slowly falls back.
Yeah, Demo, I don't know if you can see this on camera,
Mhm.
but John's a drink of this.
Mate, yeah, bring it over. I'll do it. I got Desperado at the minute.
80% black absinthe.
Fucking absinthe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down it. One
But
shot.
yeah, so point, and you feel it straight away. It is hard, and you're not drunk, but yeah, the room is spinning. You felt that one. Mushy, you've done this before. So the
I know where the
effects
toilet is.
Yeah, the effects are a bit less for you, but it's the same exact feeling that you had before, and it is still nowhere near as pleasant as it was before.
Yeah.
And I see that. And I'm going to go grab him by the fucking shoulders. And I just look over to him and I say, may you work like you don't need money. You fuck like you've never been hurt. You dance like nobody's watching. You screw like you're being watched. And you murder like it's fun for you. And then, and then that's, I go and I grab a beer.
Oh, good. Okay, so now that you've all had your introductory round of the gut rot, what are we doing?
I look to Grip and I say, we still need words, sir.
Yeah, we need to sit down and talk.
Very
I would
well.
like to do it with everybody.
Even better.
So do we sit down here?
Yep.
Yeah. So
go,
you
go back to our table.
Yeah, go back to the table. You're all around the table at the moment. Exchange hands and pleasantries.
I'm going
to go back to the. Well, real quick, I'm going to go back from the table and get Point and grab him by the hand and fucking guide him back over to the table, just to set him down because he's fucked.
I murder you, lass.
I like you.
Okay. As you know, as my introductory, I'm a bounty hunter. And I had a bounty from this town. Somebody called me in to find a certain person. I believe from talking to people around the town that you guys have killed him. My bounty was to bring him back alive. He was
pointing at Ragnar. I think he did it.
Yeah, at that point, everyone that I had just turned to Ragnar.
I throw my hands up like, well, hold on. Hold on. Why were you looking for this person and who was it?
Was that your non-lethal damage?
No. I'm just saying that we tried to bring him in. And yeah, okay. Yeah, I heard him.
Okay. I was after this bloke, the wizard. It was a wizard with a glass staff. He had information about the gangs that you actually attacked and killed. I needed to bring him back to find out more information. I believe he had papers on him. Did anybody find any papers?
Now I'm pointing at Hop. He did it.
Well, I look again. Hold on. I don't know anything about papers, but I do know about the wizard. And half of his head is in the moat that we were near, and the rest of him is on the side of the little moat fountain area. I can take you to him if that's what you need, but he's certainly not going to be walking anywhere anytime soon.
I agree.
Now, papers, he's the smart one.
Oh. So I'll look at you, Presta.
Hobbs just supping on his juice. He hasn't said anything.
Okay. The papers that that they wanted or would have found on him were to do with who leads this motley crew. All I know is he's called the Black Spider. Hopefully the papers would have shown some information of what he is, where he is. I don't know. If you have found these papers and like to share them with me, that would be granted. I could go back and get my bounty, but now I've got no bounty. I've got nothing to take back. So I'm going to have to go out and look for another bounty. Now, bounties for me are good or bad. I have no allegiance. So it could be a bounty for a woman. It could be a bounty for a bad man. It doesn't matter. But I believe there's a bounty board in this town, and I will go and look for it. If you have any information, I will gladly hear you and help you in your exploits if you needed me. And then I stand up and then bid everybody goodbye, and then walk straight out.
I'm gonna whisper to Reiner, like, did he say the boss is a spider? A creature? That's weird.
Something. Black spider?
So I will wait until he has gone. And I will level my eyes with everyone. Guys, we need to talk.
Oh, you
do? He gives you a slap up back of head, as in behave.
All I can picture, by the way, just so you guys know where my mental state is. I don't know if you remember Deuce Bigelow when he was a gigolo, when he was dating the big tall chick and they'd be walking around. That's a big bitch. That's all I could hear in my head in the tavern when the Goliath walks out the door. It's a big bitch. Sorry, I'm just okay. Yep. I look over to you, Hob, and I kind of lean in. Continue.
So, as you know, last night I went over all the paperwork that we found in the underground. I've separated all of Sildar's stuff from stuff that we may find useful. But I did find this. And I pull out the copy of and I slide it around so everyone can see it.
Give me a sec. I will put the handout on screen for people.
What is it written in? Do we know? Common?
Common.
Okay.
Well, this handout will go to everyone but Gripper because he's not present at the table.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Once everyone's had a read of it, I'll then sound so.
There's a spider on it.
How observant you are, which is something that also our very large friend mentioned. Now, whether he's connected to, or is connected for these people or against them, is something we still don't know. So the question is, do we trust him to take with us? Or is he just trying to pick up the slack from this Lano's mistake and trying to keep things covered up? Now, this is why I kept quiet when he started preaching things to people. We don't want to be giving away our hand before we've even been dealt the cards. And with that, I look around hoping for an opinion, maybe, of other people.
If he says he's bounty hunter, maybe we can do a bounty and see if he really does the bounty, because if he's bad people, like the one Ragnar slapped in the face, I don't think he's gonna help with finding the like the woman that is missing apothecary thingy. I don't know.
What did he have on him for weapons?
So
just himself?
No, Gripper. What did you have? What's your main means of attack?
My main means of attack is a great sword. I've also got a long sword and a shield, and a spear.
And you were clad in what? What'd you have for armor?
It's
chainmail.
Chainmail. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. And I believe you said, if I'm correct, you can give two shits on women, children. It's the bounty at hand that matters. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Hob and I go, I don't have a direction on either way if we can or can't trust him, but I do like what Kane said. Can we maybe go to the board, pick something up, and see if he'll help us with that?
I think he's distracted.
Really? What give that away? My missus was yeah, my missus was talking to me.
So good, buddy.
Always the women, always the women.
Listen, mate, there's nothing worse than getting Wi-Fi grow, you know. Try to keep them happy, otherwise. Yikes. Right. What was said? Sorry, I completely missed that last 20 seconds.
I just I stated that I have no negative or positive feel towards it. We've come across bounty hunters before. He seems pretty neutral, and what matters to him is the bounty, not what type. So it's more of a completionist type situation. So I was like, let's go and see if we can find something that could test him as far as bounties are concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, like we need
I'm
to
gonna
find
make sure we get
the
some food in that ordered over demo. Get some breakfast down us.
Yeah, so you've already got breakfast ordered from there before when you already, sat down. That's all good.
Okay.
By now,
okay.
you probably come to the point where you're finishing up breakfast.
I do know that we got to go back to the Costers, though. It's the next day.
We've
Indeed.
got
we
a
need to get
couple of things
paid.
to address. So
Yeah.
we've got to go to the Light Shield Costa to pick up stuff from what we found in the cave. I need to go and see Sildar so I can pass over these documents. But also I want to ask him about this letter that we found as well. Maybe he could shed some more light.
Mhm.
Now, if we're going to do that, maybe we should pick up our paladin friend first and
Do you
take him with us. Come on.
you know the paper with the spider?
Hmm.
Maybe just keep it for now. Don't give to other people.
Well, the one I've this one is actually a copy that I've already made.
Yeah, but
So-
like you say, you go to the boy in the big house and you're gonna give all the papers to him. Maybe you
Mhm.
don't want to give all the papers to him, you know? Maybe
Well-
he's bad guy.
Hmm. I seriously doubt that because the way we found him in that cave with the goblins makes it highly unlikely. Especially for something to be staged so deep. He was captured over there, and then the Alana was found.
Yeah, but
in
it was a goblin, it was not a bandit.
I still disagree. I think Sildar we can trust, especially with all the evidence that we've got in front of
Up to you guys.
Okay,
us.
I
So,
follow you.
Hey, Dima, real quick,
Yeah.
out of character. The Edermath Orchard, I know that I had to go there, and I don't remember where. It's not one.
Okay, so
There's
the
somebody
rea-
I need to deal with over there.
Yeah, so you were directed to the Edamath Orchard because Toblin told you that the
That's right.
guy up there, the the lead of the family, was a retired adventurer and was part of the Order of the Gauntlet and knows his way around the Sword Coast because that was his main area of operation.
And
While he was in the
you
army.
also had a chat with him, I think. And there was something familiar, I don't know, between you two. I can't
Yeah, he and
remember
I-
what you two talked about, but
He and I had a common goal that we were to discuss,
Yeah.
but I had to wait till the next morning. So
Oh,
I'm
the
going
queen.
to go there. Yep, I'm going to go there.
All right, so are we all kind of splitting off in different directions here? Or like, God damn it.
so my first target is going to be the coaster and then up to Sildar. So that's where I'm going to be going.
this
I'll go
time,
close with you.
this time I'm just gonna flow up, you know.
All right,
I
so
have some business there.
okay, so the Costa, who's going over there? I've got Hob, I've got Kian,
Myself, Ragnar.
Ragnar. and Point.
I'm going for a wander down to the stables and I'm gonna meditate.
I'm
in
actually
the
going
forest.
to
Okay, I'm with you.
suggest, Ragnar, instead of you coming with us, why don't you go and collect our paladin friend and we'll meet you at Sildar's? Since you two have seemed to have created the best bond.
All right. I mean, we got to pass the town master's hall anyway, so I'll stop there and grab him
Hmm.
because he's at the board. I can do that.
All right,
And then
so-
I mentioned to you all that I'm going to have to go to Edermath's Orchard anyways to talk with my friend. So I'll grab the Goliath and then maybe we'll head there and then meet you back.
Well, we'll meet you at the office where Sildar is, and we'll get
Okay.
that as our final meeting point.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so as you're all kind of walking to your own individual destinations, the town notice board is literally posted right outside of the town master's hall. So as you kind of cross over the street and head down the southern road, you see Gripper currently inspecting the notice board, which is outside the town master's hall. You guys have seen this before. You know, the right side is for more town, forensic notices where, like, birthday parties, services, things like that. The left side of it is more where the adventurers notices go. So, the notices that you guys have already, picked up on are still there. No one has completed them yet. No one's been out. Then again, it only has been a couple of days, but this place doesn't really get much traffic. So you guys are probably the only real people that would actually do these.
Yeah. Plus, everyone's shit scared because of the dragon as well.
Yeah. There's not much
we
waiting
get
adventurers around here at the moment.
As I'm passing Gripper, I just sort of give him a slight side of the eye, and I'm chewing on a bit of bamboo, and I just give him a little nod, and then I just carry on my merry way.
I see that nod back.
All right.
And then I'll audibly say, I'll catch you guys in a few. I'm going to sit here. And then I kind of slightly come up to
No
the
problem, right
Gripper.
now. Catch you in a bit.
Yep.
And me and... who's going with me? Is it me and Ken?
Yeah, I'm just tagging along.
Okay.
And me.
And Point. Oh, so me and Ken and Point, we're going to go into the coaster.
And then I
so-
look over to you and I go, please hold on to Point. He's not walking too good.
Okay, so Ragnar, you walk over to Gripper, and you can see at the moment Gripper is currently inspecting the notices that have been posted on the board for a new job. Walking up to him, what do you do?
So I walk up and I'm like, Gripper, just to give you a heads up, the board here is pretty small for jobs. We've already kind of looked over them all as a group. We're turning one in right now at the Costers. That's where those guys were going. So we'll decide what we're going to do. If you'd like to grab those, note them down, you're more than welcome to come along with us. But before we head out, I've got to go talk to somebody, and I'm welcoming you along with me. It's not much of a trek. It's just on the edge of town over near the orchard if you'd like to come along.
If you're going on these expeditions, will I get paid?
Yes, in fact, there is payment typically on these. It's not always gold, but most oftenly it's goods and things that will help you continue on. So, as I said, they're right now turning something into the Costers. So we did accomplish, unfortunately, finding some goods in a cave nearby. So we're trying to figure that out. But yes, there are rewards for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I will gladly come along with you. Just as good faith. And I hold no malice. I just do the jobs. And that's it. I just do jobs.
As long as you say job's done at the end, then I'm welcoming you along. Job's done.
Jobs done.
Still done. No, that's wonderful. Now, same way with me. Truth be told, you stand in my way in the way of getting a job done. Yes, I'll be taking action.
Same here.
Beautiful. Well, as I said, let's venture over to the orchard. I've got some business to take care of there, and then we'll head back into town, meet up, and then figure out where we're going to go.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So you two head over towards the Edamath Orchard, which involves you going back through town. So while you guys are doing that, Hob, Point, and Kian, you arrive in the Lion Shield Costa just as they are opening up business hours for the day. What are you guys doing?
Walk in, go to the reception, and I want to speak to Lenine.
All right, so walking in, Lenine is currently at the counter. She is counting through some things, going through some pre-opening business, but it's close enough. So she goes, "Oh, good morning, all. I see that not the entire party, but Yes, we have. I assume you're here about the collection that I told you about yesterday.
Money.
Good morning, Renine. Behave. He's just a bit excited, bless him. Yes, we hope everything went well in you recovering what was yours.
Indeed, the roads are much safer to travel now that you've come along. We had no issues at all. So, suffice it to say that we have verified that the goods are ours, and we're organizing a kind of thing to get them back at the moment, calling in some extra help from the upper regions. So, yes, and give me a moment. And you kind of see her bow down under the table, the bar top, get a small pouch, and she slaps a pouch of gold on the table. Here we go, 50 gold pieces as agreed for when we verified the goods. May it serve you well. And she hands over a pouch of 50 gold to you, Hob.
Okay, I'll pick it up and I'll dish it out later. But yeah, I am going to share it equally between 6 of us now. So, do we just add that as what's that going to be? 50.
Well, 50 divided 6 ways is kind of a pain in the ass, so just do 9. No, it would like be 9.75 something. It is stupid.
Yeah, it's all right. Everyone gets 9 gold.
Yeah, just say 9 gold.
But yeah, I will hand out, and I will definitely give it to all the rest of my parties. I'm not, Hob isn't like that. He tries to keep his friends close, and Lenine, I know you've been around the business, but is there anything that isn't on the board that needs looking into? We're just trying to keep our eyes and ears open now that.
Honestly, since you've come along, you've cleared the trade routes, you've freed the town from the Red Brand's oppression. I don't really have anything. I mean, there's the board. Obviously, there's the problem with the dragon that's been sighted, but that's kind of, do you want to fight a dragon? I wouldn't even want to send you against something like that. That's a big ask.
It is a big ask.
Do you know Gripper?
Who?
Gripper. You ever seen him before? You ever been here before?
Is that a person or an implement?
He's very big. He says he's bounty hunter, so
yeah. Do you need some help here?
You cannot look over him.
She kind of looks at you with a raised eyebrow, and she's like, "Is he drunk?"
Look through window. I believe he was outside before.
He lost a bet this morning. He's a large Goliath that is new in town.
I see. So I take it Gripper is some kind of moniker or nickname.
We don't know. We believe that actually might be his name, and we're just trying to. He seems very interesting in what we do, and we're also trying to discover if he is, how should we say, on the road, or if he's trying to side hustle us. I
can't say I know anything myself. Best I could say is go and ask someone like Toblin in the Stonehill Tavern. I mean, he seems to know all the gossip. Though, if you've come from the tavern, I'm guessing you've probably already met.
Yeah. I don't think the guy from the tavern knew the giant because. Yeah. No.
Because of the private incident, shall we say?
The private incident?
Don't ask.
Dare I ask?
No. It is. He
grabbed him between the legs and pulled him up, like.
Have you been to Miami Beach? Sorry.
She kind of looks at you and she's like, okay, so I'll find out about that later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No. Unless you two want any equipment. Do you want any equipment?
Point's gonna walk up to the. I assume there's like a desk there that she's sitting at, or.
Yeah, it's like your standard shop counter. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my bracelet that I found up in the air, and I'm gonna walk directly into the counter. Okay, will you buy my shiny?
She kind of looks over and goes, "Oh my, is he all right?"
Yeah, it's about normal.
It's just still leaning against the table.
Just think of him as a very small child, and you'll get along fine.
She kind of, looks. Do you mind if I, reaches out for it and tries to pick it up from your point?
I'm just holding it straight above my head.
Okay, so she takes it and kind of sets it down on the counter and goes, well, I mean, it's a nice piece. It's certainly fine craft. Where did you find this?
I don't remember.
Fascinating. So I can see that there is an inscription on the bracelet. It's kind of hard to make out. It looks quite worn, but definitely at some point. I mean, it looks like it's made of gold. So just in pure gold cost, I could probably easily give you 90 gold pieces for this.
90 gold? Jesus, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm just gonna look up at Hob. I don't know what's happening. Is this nice?
Point. Do you want to sell the bracelet for a coin?
I don't know. Which one more shiny?
You want one big shiny or lots of smaller shinies?
Small shinies are heavy.
Mm-hmm. It is up to you, Point. In the end, it will be better for you to sell it, for you can get better shinies with smaller shinies.
Will you carry small shiny?
Also, keep in mind we're gonna get a storage chest anyway soon, so we can put shinies in there. Like money that we don't need to drag around everywhere.
In the end, Point, this is yours, so you choose what you want to do.
I keep for now. I come back later.
Yes. Okay. If you change your mind, you know where I am.
And I'm
With
gonna start
that-
wearing this.
Do you buy old armor?
Not really. I do keep a supply of some arms and armor, but it tends to only be what I get from the other branches of the Costas.
Okay.
If you're going to sell armor, I'd recommend going up to see the smithy. He could probably, if it's old and no longer serviceable, he could perhaps melt it down and at least extract the material. I would probably just throw it out.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, with that, give Janine a thank you and a nod, and we'll make our way out.
All right. So, you guys, you're going back to the Town Master's Hall now, right?
We're going up to Sildar.
Okay, so we'll rejoin Gripper and Ragnar as they venture up to the Edomath Orchard. So, what are you guys doing?
I want to go to the gentleman that I met at the bar, and politely, knowing that there is possible history with he and I, or some type of history, be very respectful, being that he is from possibly a background that I have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So just a little bit more respectful or refined as it may be than stereotypically the Ragnar everyone knows.
Yeah. So, heading up to the house, you do see Duran outside. He's getting ready to start his day. You can see he's got a rake in hand. He is looking to head out to the fields. He looks like he's got some farm work to do. And he looks over and goes, he kind of gives you a nod as you approach, and then he raises an eyebrow when he sees the 7-foot Goliath kind of walking with you.
Yeah. So I kind of nod back and go, don't worry about the big guy here. He's with me. I wanted to stop in and touch base with you as we've had a conversation a couple days ago. See if I can't possibly dig in a little deeper.
He looks at you and looks to Rip and goes, well, nice to meet you. He just kind of takes your hulking form for a second. It's not very often you see someone with the size of a literal mountain.
And I look up at him and go, Gripper, this is my friend. Please do not grip him. He does not bode any issue whatsoever for you. He is a friend of mine.
Does he know your proper name?
He knows me as Ragnar.
Then we're sweet.
So, you wish to talk about what was it exactly? Just the thing we discussed the other night, Ragnar?
Yes, the underlying commonality of you and I.
Indeed. And present company is okay to hear these things?
I stop and ponder, and I tell Gripper, no disrespect, my friend. I think this should be taken as a one-to-one. Bear with us. I don't think it should take long. And then I kind of nod over to him and I go, I think we should take this separate.
It's not a problem. It's not my conversation. I will walk over here and keep you safe.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So Gripper goes off basically behind the barn, and Ragnar, you are now alone with the barn. You are now alone with Duran. He goes, very well. So, what is it you wish to discuss exactly?
I have not found anybody who has known of the Queen since I have ventured away, and you're one of the first people. I found very intriguing that you would even know such things. Where do you come from? How would you have stumbled across the Queen?
A long time ago, I was a denizen of the Underdark. Sure, you've heard certain tales here and there of the followers of Lolth as Drow. There was a mission, probably 200-300 years ago now. My memory escapes me, but suffice it to say that our spider goddess Lolth did not offer me much protection during that time. And so, in my hour of need, I called out to any who would listen, and thus I found our queen. A cliched story, I won't lie, but it is what it is.
Oh, and what does she do for you that made you come under her bosom? And I mean CLM, and I kind of peer at him.
Yeah, she gave me what I needed to survive an impossible situation. And ever since, I have been a loyal servant.
Very well. Well, I welcome you as a fellow brother of the Queen. Is there anything I could do for you, or any needs that you may have that you can't acquire yourself?
Yes. Only to continue what you're already doing. I do not wish to see this place destroyed by dragon, bandit, or whatever else, and, well, you've already done more than most of the guards around Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, or Waterdeep for that matter, so I ask only that you continue the good work that you've already done.
Is there anything that you could give me knowledge-wise?
Because
that might help me and my fellow adventurers and my new fellow adventurer Goliath man over here.
He looks at you and goes, I know certain things, but that depends on what you'd like to know. Because my time spent in the Order of the Gauntlet, I traveled most of the Sword Coast up and down, so I know my way around the area. I know where to go and where not to go. If location is ever necessary for you to find, I can probably tell you where it is.
Very nice. In fact, I do have quite a few. I've got 3, in fact, situations that we are being called to help task this city with. One being the dwarven, excavation. I find it best to have direct, encounter than wandering around.
As soon as you mention that, he laughs a bit and goes, yes, the dwarven couple. I can't remember their names, but they bicker like a married couple. If you venture south out of town and then follow the mountains along, you'll find essentially what is a small valley. Venture in there and you'll find your dwarves and the temple they have unearthed.
Anything to note about that temple that we should be concerned with?
I don't know. I don't take much notice in it because it's, I believe it's something to do with a dwarven deity. Which one, I don't know. I don't really follow the dwarven pantheon, but it's certainly something.
Nor do I. I
As
kind of
of
like
any-
chuckle.
Yeah. As of any old temple, all I would say is have your wits about you.
Well, that is hard at times to do. I thank you for that advice. There's also a secondary place that we must travel to in the next coming days. Nomer Garden?
Yes, Nomengard.
Hmm.
Yes. I actually know the kings there quite well. They are old friends of mine. I have heard disturbing rumors. Something has been kidnapping the gnomes or taking them or something of the sort. But again, all I can say to that is simply exercise caution.
These gnomes I'm not too familiar with. Do they have any customs that might put us in good favor with them?
Given the situation that they're currently in, I would say just go and help them. See what it is you can learn. They might even offer you something in reward.
Is there a certain individual that I can use or drop your name with to aid in building trust?
Only the kings, that's if they even remember me. It was around 300 years since I last visited their settlement, and the gnomes are not as long-lived as elves, so chances are the people I met are probably dead by now.
Possible. Now then, lastly, I'm gonna need to venture out as well to I'm not quite sure. I remember it as it's Mira's heirloom. We're looking for at Thunder Tree Village. We've got to find a piece.
That village, I will warn you, it is not a place to take lightly. There was sieges that have happened in times past where goblins and bandits have rushed the village. As far as I know, it is completely abandoned, so any manner of creature, large or small, could have taken up residency there. That one is going to be completely on you. However, there is a contact that I know of. However, she is very reclusive and not always there. So if you manage to catch her, she might well help you out. Her name is Raider. She's a druid. If I recall
Very nice.
correctly, she makes her home or more watch post in one of the old abandoned houses just as you come into the village.
Very well. Anything that might again bring favor to us that we could say, I know you. Do you have a fair
Hardly.
relationship
She
with her?
detests me.
Perfect, and we will go ahead and use that to our advantage.
Raider is a very staunch protector of the natural order. If you prove yourself an enemy of the undead, she will likely like you. As for me, I am a retired soldier. The dead don't really concern me.
Very well. Well, my friend, I thank you. May the Queen bless you on all things that you do today and forever. I will take my leave, and with the information you've given me, it has been a great help and will definitely aid us in what we need. If you ever need anything, you can call on me, and I will absolutely be there for you.
He gives you a quick nod and goes, yes, I imagine you should return to your friends right now. I'd probably say they're getting a bit antsy, especially the big one over there. He's been glancing over quite a few times.
He tends to grab things. He might just be looking you over. But that's fair. I'll take my leave. And then I look over at the massively overbearing giant eyeing me and go, he doesn't want to grab today. Maybe tomorrow we should head back.
A grab a day is what I need.
Good news, though, as we come closer and make our way over, I look over to Gripper as we're walking towards our group, and I just kind of let him know, well, I think we've got 3 options that will get us a bounty. I I do think we have one that might pay more than others. We'll go ahead and talk with the group when we get back,
Mhm.
and we'll see what we've got.
Okay, so finally, Mushy, you said you were heading down to the stables. What are you doing?
I was eating an ice cream. No, I'm just sitting behind the. I was just literally meditating behind the barn, just sort of gathering my thoughts, settling my stomach after the incident. I was probably just going to let time pass. Go back when we said we were going to meet. At
Alright, cool.
hall.
So after everyone taking care of their business, you all like kind of re-adjourn outside the Townmaster's Hall at the meeting board, and you are now back as a 6. So what is the plan for the day?
I
do have
want
a
to
quick
say,
question.
before we go back, I want to say to Ragnar,
Mhm.
have you got a goblin?
I look up and just quizzically, just goblin.
Goblin from the cave. Have you got a goblin? I heard you have a goblin.
Well, he is a bit of a troublesome situation. He's not really mine. I'm trying to befriend him. I do think it would be a very entertaining thing, to say the least, in our adventures to have ourselves a gopher, as you would say. Go for this, go for that. Who needs to go and get their own food when you have a goblin? I'm working on that. Right now, he's a bit disposed of, out of character. Where the fuck is he at? Because I know we brought him back with us.
So after last night, Droop, your goblin friend, or rather follower at this point, found himself sleeping by the river outside of town. Currently, he is still there. No one knows that he's there. He just kind of wandered off after getting pissed
Okay.
up.
Okay. Fair. So we might have to find him. I don't know what happened after last night's drinking, but of course, a lot of new things are happening as such. He is a cute little guy, though.
Just as a show of faith, I was told by my bounty that the goblins know more than they let on. He knows something. And if he's not told you anything, then he knows something that's keeping it to himself. That's all I got to say. That's the last piece of information. I was to bring the the wizard back, and if I got the goblin as well, one that survived, I was meant to take him back as well for questioning. So as a good show of faith, I can give you that.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, I don't know if bringing him back would be the case, but I do think what would make sense is that we keep him close. We try to befriend him a little further, and maybe he'll be more loose-lipped with his information.
He's your goblin. I have nothing to do with it. My bounty's over.
Very well. Well, we could always practice non-lethal damage on him. In the end of the day, goblin gone, a goblin gone. No one's going to be upset.
Let's roll.
Beautiful. So then, I'll get back to the group with Gripper and go, has anybody seen the goblin? We got pretty torn up last night. I don't quite know where he's at.
Anybody? Nobody?
That's fair. We were all pretty fucked up except for Hobbs, so.
Did he drink what we drink?
He did.
No, I don't think he had. Oh, fuck, he did? Oh,
He
okay.
did.
Yeah. Yep, so he's probably somewhere on the tree.
I knew I needed water, so maybe where there is water, I don't know.
We're near, where are we at?
Juice.
Would
That's
you
how
see
it's
where he went?
leaving.
I don't know. You didn't get completely trashed.
I put my head in water from horse, so I don't know.
Hmm. Well, what we'll have to do is first decide what you guys received from the costers. Anything I'm owed?
I'm just going to for a quick piss.
Yeah.
We got money.
Okay, that's fair. That's definitely something owed. Did we split it? Are we keeping it for the group?
Yes, Hop got it all, and he says we get 9 gold each. So he will give you 9 gold
Oh, very nice. Okay, very good.
when he
Okay,
gets back, because apparently he's not there.
I think everyone's taking a number. I had to take an emergency piss too. I couldn't make it till break. So while we're waiting,
I think with the quests, when I heard the information from the dude you were talking, if I have to, trying to translate his danger levels, I think we first should do the Umbrage Hill one, because I think that seems to be the easiest one. I think Myrna's Heirloom and Gnomengard seems to be very difficult.
Mhm.
Because he was saying Myrna's Heirloom, like the entire village is empty and there might be something there that nobody knows about, so it might be something fucked up. Gnomengard seems to be like, well, also something curious if I look at the text.
that leaves us with basically, to your point,
I think
the
we should
Dwarven.
do the Umbrage Hill first and then maybe the Dwarven before we go to Gnomengard and Myrna. I think Myrna's Heirloom last, safely. I mean, that's my opinion. I'm not sure.
That's fair. That's fair. I look over to come back. So, hey, real quick, Andy, the line show coster, is that done for me? Come back tomorrow with the goods and we've recovered.
Yeah, you get 9 gold.
No, I know. It didn't click off for me. That's all I was asking. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because I've been actually trying to keep track of it.
There we go.
So we do have the concern of Thunder Tree is going to be kind of a bitch. The village.
Yeah, I don't
we're
know
gonna-
what the other people think about the difficulty level or what.
Well, the thing
they
is, we have a
can make.
direction for the Dwarven excavation over. We know it's south and it's in the valley. In
Yeah.
the valley.
Correct. We
And
do.
the
We do know that.
lady the herbalist lady, is she also south in that direction, or is she a
Correct.
total different? Because I know she was close by, like 1
Yeah.
hour walk or something. So
So I say we can do Umbrage and then head to Dwarven excavation.
I'm fine with either. But I want to go to. We're going to go to Sildar first, so I can hand over these notes, and we can see if we can get any information on the Black Spider.
Being that we don't, we're not too sure about Gripper. I'm going to take him to the smithy because I still have to visit the smithy to check on my axe.
You don't want him involved, no?
Don't do what?
You don't want to get involved in it, no?
No, I do, but I don't want him seeing. You know what I mean? I don't think we need to involve him just yet in that.
Okay.
Just because I know there's some trust issues with you. You all may not know that he has opened up to me about some stuff, which I'm not going to parlay just yet. I mean, you heard it, but you didn't hear it. So I'm going to take him, Gripper, and I'm going to say, let's. They've got to take care of something else real quick. Let's head over to the smithy. Let's double check a couple things there.
I join. I need to give away old armor.
Oh, perfect. Kane, this is Gripper. I know you met in the bar.
Yeah, big guy.
Big guy. We're going to head out.
I can be
Has
big too. if
Has
I can.
anybody found Stabby? Where'd he go? How long is he drunk for, by the way?
2 points.
Yeah, Point. Is he still drunk?
Yeah, points with me.
But is he still drunk? How is he? I was a little concerned.
It's getting
go.
better.
Okay. All right.
The fresh air. The fresh
He's
air.
safe, Point. And I just, all right, let's get out.
The bracelet I had because they said there was an inscription on it, but I didn't notice that before. So I'm just kind of looking at it.
Oh, nice. All right. So I tap you on the head and I just, I start walking over to the smithy.
Can you read the inscription on the bracelet?
I think you're muted, Demo.
He probably sees
Oh, yeah,
5
there we go.
bracelets as fucked up as he is.
There you go.
Yeah. I
We'll
didn't
enjoy
realize
the
I touched that.
quiet.
Right, so looking at the bracelet, the inscription on it is very, very faded. This bracelet is the one that you found on a skeleton, so it's kind of
Right
hard
before
to
the
make
trap room.
out. Yeah, there's scratches in the metal. I mean, just from what the Lenine has said, and inspecting it, it is a pure gold bracelet. There's no doubt about that.
So, would it be possible to do a paper rub on this bracelet? A little bit of paper against it, a bit of charcoal on my back, rub it against it, see if it pick anything up.
Possibly.
Now, I'm not very good with my fingers, so I would explain to Point what he needs to do.
Who's pissed at the moment?
He'll be fine. He can still use
Mild
his
buzz.
finger. It's just a mild. I was gonna say he's not bladdered.
He's a rogue. He should be good with his fingers,
Yeah. So
That's
If
what she
you can
hopes.
find some paper and some charcoal, then by all means.
I'll pull him out my backpack.
I probably have both.
There you go.
All right, there you go then, yeah. So there's no real check needed for this. All you're doing is holding... Well, that makes it easy anyway, Point. So,
Painter supplies, okay.
And I'm proficient with these now, right?
Yeah, you are.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
you
God.
rub against them and you produce a pretty good rubbing of the inscription that's on the back. You've picked up a lot of the, scratch marks and general scuff and things that you would expect, but the inscription is now a lot easier to read, and the inscription itself reads, to Elvaress, my one true heart. And given from that, you can probably surmise that this is either a present for a spouse or a gift from someone to a significant other.
Alvarez is not. What was the? Don't have Alvarez on my list of names.
We haven't heard that name yet.
Probably not.
That's new. Yeah.
You might have. That
I don't
sounds
think
familiar.
so.
Yeah,
Unless he was the manor lord, but I don't think we've heard that name yet.
Well, I'm gonna start wearing the bracelet.
Okay. But I
What?
will make.
I'm really crappy at the moment with
Eh.
taking notes. I'm sorry.
Edamas? Or is it? How do you spell it?
I will put it in the chat for you.
Thank you. Aha.
All right, so Gripper, Kian, and Ragnar going up to the smithy, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, so going up to Smithy, as you get past the Stonehill Inn, walking up to the northern end of the town, you indeed hear the faint sounds of metal against metal, hammer against anvil. It sounds like the Dwarven Smith is already hard at work for the day. And approaching him, he is completely absorbed in his work, as Hugh has been many times before. All he sees right now is the metal in his hands and the hammer against the anvil.
Very good. I'm gonna look at the gripper and go, this smithy is making me an axe. And I kind of unsheath the axe he's given me and I go, this is on loan from him until I get mine. Do you favor a weapon?
I have no problem with my weapon.
But do you favor a specific style? Do you like your sword and shield over your two-hand longsword? What do you like to start off a battle with?
Depends on the situation and where I am, but attack is what I do. So I favor two-hand. I can heal. Obviously, I'm a paladin as well, so it all depends on the situation I'm in.
Very nice. Well, I am a two-handed axe purveyor of skill myself. I do attend to use throwing axes, or axes to throw, if you will. So I think the two of us will definitely be able to do some damage moving forward. And I just try to call out to the smithy, knowing it's loud, yell as loud as I can to get his attention if possible.
So you
And
yell.
I say,
Go.
"Oi, some bitch!"
You are immediately answered with, "Who the fuck said that?"
It's
I
hi.
stand up and go forward.
I look over and I was like, well, I've come to show you something. And I kind of approach with his axe in hand outward. And I'd say, this is a beautiful weapon, but I do believe I've done some unjust damage to it. Hopefully you'll be done with mine soon. I feel bad that I'm damaging this as such, but it has driven some amazing blows.
He goes, "Lad, it's
Intentional
a
and
fucking axe.
unintentional.
Well, you're using it for its intended purpose. It's going to get damaged."
This is true, but it's not mine. It's on loan. I hope you don't take
I
any
don't
issue
give
if
a
it comes
fuck.
back. Beautiful.
It's
I want to
anyway.
announce a new friend. And I point upward as like a grandeur just fucking juxtapose. This is my newfound friend here. His name is Gripper.
Jesus Christ. He's a big one.
Private
Yeah.
Gripper.
Hey, so I take it you haven't brought the big man along to just intimidate me. So you're looking for your axe, eh?
That is true. I am just trying to see if it's been made and good, sharpened, and ready for battle.
All I've got left to do is some sharpening, and we'll be good. Come by at the end of the day, and it'll be ready for you.
I pat him on his back. Well, then I'll let you to it. But I do have one thing to interrupt with after this, and I apologize. But I believe my friend here, Kane, has some things for you, whether for sale or for donation. And I look over and I'm like, Kane, come on, you're making me look bad.
I have my old armor. Do you want to buy? Because the other lady did not want to buy.
What do you mean your old armor? Is it shite or is it good?
It's leather.
Or it's shite?
I made it myself back in the day.
Definitely shite.
It's not shite.
Alright, you put it down on the table.
Could you hear how offended he was? Like, it's not shite.
Also, I have like a bow and a crossbow, but I
they
don't want
shite
to
as
use
well?
both. I don't know. I found them in
So
In a
probably.
cave.
I put my finger on his shoulder and say, "That's pretty shite."
Hey, the big man knows.
Yeah, well, fine. That's why I don't want it.
How would you want me to do with it?
Maybe give it to someone that is shite.
And you do that yourself.
I believe he is doing that now.
Right, for fuck's sake. Look, just whatever you've got you want me to look at, just put it down on the table over there and I'll have a quick once over.
There.
So
I
you see him just kind of glance over the lever arm and he goes, nah, it's fucking garbage. And the Bernie goes, who the fuck made that? Because that's not a bow, it's just a piece of wood with a bit of string around it.
I did not make this. I found it.
I'm glad. Because I'd have slapped you if you did.
Fucking Christ. I look over and go, well, we're not giving bolts away. We're not doing that. How many bolts did you lay down? I need the bolts, yeah.
You want the bolts?
Yeah.
I don't know if someone else needs a crossbow. I mean,
I
I have
got
a
one.
short bow.
The crossbow is
I have-
serviceable.
I have 17 bolts.
I'll take those.
Okay.
I can do something with the crossbow, but the other two bits, I mean, the leather armor, you might have you'd better off wiping your ass with that, to be honest.
I
You
tap
can-
in.
You can have it and wipe your ass with it.
I say, "You seem pretty rude. The lad here just wants to sell some armor. You could be a bit nicer in the way you deal with him. Even a copper would be better than nothing."
Nah,
Yes,
don't
yes,
pay for
yes.
shite.
I heard in other town, customer is always right.
Is it time to grip?
No. Holy shit, let him finish my axe first. I look over at the smith and I was like, you should get back to sharpening the axe. Ricker, we gotta go. I take a fucking copper out of my pant, my shit, and I throw it over to Kane. I'm like, Kane, take the copper, my friend, for the bolts.
Okay.
Thank you. Fucking shaking my head, going, and I'm the one that fucking isn't. We're going. We've got to figure out where we're gonna go.
Bye.
Visit time.
As you walk off, you see the door kind of pick up the armor, and you just, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Can I just delete it?
That's awesome.
Oh man.
I'm gonna
Alright.
delete the crossbow
You are
as well.
so overweight. How bad are you over encumbered, Kane?
And I'm gonna remove my ball.
What are you all doing now?
I said you need up to haul ass out, no? Figure out where we're
Well,
going.
we're on our way to Sildar.
All right.
Last bit to do in town before we head out, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So the last port of call before you guys head out for the day, you head back to the Town Master's Hall. As you venture over there, you know, it's early in the morning. Sildar is awake. You can see movement coming from behind the same window that you've seen into the office before.
Mhm.
There does seem to be a bit of an argument going on, though, as you kind of go in there. Well, kind of approach the
Do we-
building, even.
Maybe just slow down before we announce ourselves. See if we can. I've just gonna put my hand on Point's shoulder, just to say, just wave down as if to hold up a minute, and see if we can make anything out that's being yelled at.
Now, when we approach up to see you all do that, do you guys look like peeping toms, or do you look like you're trying to listen?
No, we just slowed down. We haven't stopped. We just
Oh, understood.
because if
That's
there's a loud argument going on, you're still gonna catch words.
Right, right.
Switch to a leisurely stroll.
Yeah. So, do we hear anything, Demo?
So what you hear is definitely Sildar shouting, and the voice you've come to know as Harbin Wester, the actual town master. And they seem to be in a heated argument about, the current ongoings in town. Harbin seems to be shouting things about, those adventurers. I know we could, they could solve everything. And Sildar seems to be going, look, they're not your people. They are just adventurers. Because for all we know, they could leave tomorrow. Stop relying on them, to solve everything. So it's more of an argument about, Harbin seems to think that you're going to solve all the problems in the town now because you've already solved the goblins, you've solved the bandits, and Sildar's kind of taking a more realistic approach to things.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We will saunter into the Town Master's Hall. And
So,
announce ourselves.
Yeah, so as you all
Yeah,
walk in, the argument kind of stops, and Sildar kind of, gives you a quick grin and nods over in your direction. He goes, "Morning, all." And Harbin kind of turns and goes, "Oh, did you hear anything? It was just
Morning, Sildar. Can we have a word?
that you can." And he kind of nudges past Harbin, and you just see him kind of go. And after that, Harbin walks straight out of the Town Master's house, presumably going back to his own house.
I follow him.
Ragnar, all you see is Harbin walk out of the Town Master's hall, walk a couple of houses down, and then go into his own house and lock the door.
Okay, I follow him to his house.
Okay. You're outside his house.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna knock on the door. Obviously,
No.
we're not strangers. I'm gonna say through the door, I overheard what you were saying, and I think I could have a proposition for you to actually have us stay here and help out maybe further, like you suggested.
The door opens up almost immediately. Yes, you were saying?
Yes. Have you ever heard of a theory called deputizing?
I have, but
Beautiful. Well, I mean, we're just not free labor. I do think that if you would like to have yourself some type of mini militia or problem solvers such as we've been for you, I do think that we're going to need to have one of us minimally deputized. Would you be willing to do so?
He looks at you and then goes, with all due respect, you, my friend, say you're going to not kill people and then kill them.
I didn't say me, with due respect.
There is another in your party who is a kobold who, from what I understand, stabs everything in sight.
I kind of look at Hop and I ask, like, what is decapitized?
We're not there.
Oh, you're not here. I'm at his house, unless you followed me.
No,
Oh.
we are with
I
Sildar.
thought we were in the hall.
No, you're
no,
with
okay.
Sildar.
Never mind.
No. This is outside his house. He goes, I wouldn't say there is a certain person in your party that I would offer that position to. It's almost outlandish.
I respect that, sir. But I don't respect the fact that you're willing to overutilize something that is not yours to be tasked with.
He says, I will apologize. Perhaps I jumped the gun. I understand that there has been many problems in this town as of late. There has been no one to solve them. I have petitioned pretty much every city around the area for aid, and none of them have answered. So you guys come along. I simply thought, oh, it's just another band of adventurers. They're going to get themselves killed. And then you end up doing the opposite of that. So, you know.
So you have issue with how he solved the problems, but not issue that the problem
I
is
don't
solved,
give a shit
is what
how
you're
you solve
telling
the
me.
problem.
Then, therefore, why would you have an issue with the Cobalt stabbing everything?
So,
Well, let's squabble this. My whole point is I have a goblin, and he's my steward, if you will, and I'd like to have him deputized to just basically handle small tasks around the
you have a
the
goblin.
town.
Could you explain,
Well,
please?
Yes. His name's Drope, and he's a very, very
You have
eager.
a goblin
Yes.
called Droop.
Yes, I pronunciate it Drope because it's a little bit more elegant. And he deserves the respect in which he is garnished from me by being my liaison.
I am going to go back inside now, and I'm going to lock the door. I come back when you're not drunk.
I will have Drope over as soon as I can. Good day to you, sir. And I turn around and fucking frolic damn near away to show somewhat of an insanity part of me back to the fucking town master's hall. I want you fucking second guessing. Is he okay?
So you make your way back to the town master's hall, and the conversation between Sildar and the rest of the party seems to have already taken place, or is underway.
Okay.
What are you guys talking about with Sildar?
So we take Sildar into the back room where we find a table of some sort, and I'm going to start pulling out the paperwork and the books that were classed as basically no use to anyone of our party. I did want to ask you, did we find any alchemy books in through all the alchemy sets that were there? Was there any alchemy book?
We found the book, but we didn't get into it.
Yeah, so there was one, and it seemed to be a basic guide to making, like, simple poultices, alchemical things. And if I haven't already unlocked that in the recipe manager, I will.
Right, well, that stayed in the room. That didn't come with us.
And Hob, you and I are going to have later because I am proficient with alchemy and I have tools.
Yeah, well, you can have it. That's it. Yeah. I'm having a chance to explain to you guys what I found anyway. We just sort of went straight out. So we Sildar go over all the paperwork and all the scrolls we've got. And then I am going to show him that letter at the end.
So as you go through all the stuff with Sildar, the stuff specifically that you found out with the Lord's Alliance and how Iano was essentially, lying and sending fake correspondence to them, his expression drops. Yes, fucking hell, Iano.
Yes, I know you two might have been close, which is why I didn't want
We were.
the other guy here. You know, I would keep this quiet.
It's
I
part of the
respect-
reason why they sent me over, because he and I go back a fair bit.
But as you can see, he was clearly corrupt.
Yeah, and this thing, yeah. And you see him point to the letter of the correspondence from the Black Spider, and he goes, I have no idea what the idiot got himself into, but this does not sound good.
Mm. Well, myself and my fellow compadres, we're going to be going out of town after later on today. We may be gone for a few days.
Aye.
So if you find out any information on your end, maybe we can hook back up and we can solve this out once we return.
Yeah, I'm going to send a few feelers out to a few places and also see if any of my contacts within the Lord's Alliance know anything.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get back, I should have at least something. I don't know what it'll be, but here's hoping.
Yeah, something that maybe we can take another foot forward. But for now, this is where we're at. Like I said, we're going to be a few days, and hopefully you can get word back to us. And
Yeah, I'll send some messages to Neverwinter, back to the headquarters.
mm-hmm. Do you have any way of contacting us otherwise, unless we get back to town?
Not that I know of, unless we've got someone in your party that can do magic. I'm not much of a mage myself.
Unfortunately, my skills of the magic and the arcane arts are not that advanced yet. I do have heard stories of, but unfortunately, sometimes they have to be replaced by items. But I thought maybe you had one in your possession. It was worth a try.
Until I was taken prisoner. As to where that item is now. Well,
So that kind of sucks. But for now, like I said, I'll meet up with my friends and we'll see you in a few days.
aye, I'll try and find out whatever I can. Any information I'll bring straight back to you when you get back.
Absolutely fine. And with
The rest of
that,
us are in there, right?
no, just me and you.
Oh no, just there you go then. You guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still there. Do you know lots of old people?
I know lots of people.
Do you know Elvis? Or
Who?
Elvis?
I just show him the etching off the bracelet.
Yeah, showing the scrub off the bracelet.
Elveras.
Elvahas.
Interesting. I assume you found this when you were looking around the manor. Elveras was the name of one of the old lords who used to live in the manor, I believe, probably 300, 400 years ago now. So what you found there is most likely a bracelet from a loved one of his or something of the kind.
Well, there you go, point. So, again, point, it's up to you if you wish to get rid of that. But it looks like it's just an heirloom of someone that died a long time ago.
Aye. Unfortunately, there's no one left of the Trenzendar line in town now. I believe they all moved away to Cormyr years ago.
Not surprising from the state of the place. Nothing was run down.
After all the bandit attacks and then the eruption that happened from Mount Houghton now, it's not surprising.
Would they want this?
I mean, if it's depends on what it's made out of. An inscribed bracelet probably wouldn't sell for much, but if that thing's made of gold, you'd probably get a fair bit for it just on gold price.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll look to sell that.
All right.
Well, we can go past the coaster on the way back anyway, because we're going south.
Yeah.
So if you want to sell it, you can run in and sell it. But for me, that if Point sells it, that's Point's personal gold because, well, he got the bracelet.
Point can't carry much more gold.
All right.
It's
So,
up to Point if he wants to share it.
So, with that business concluded, you're all currently together in the Town Master's Hall. What are we doing?
I'm not quite sure. how
I
to
give
help you with that.
everyone a cut of the coin that we get from the coaster. So everyone gains. If you haven't done it already, everyone gets 9 gold. Woohoo! 134. Yay! Actually, no, that's minus that. I'm on 34.
We just
Alright.
took the 9 gold from the coaster, right?
Yes. So you just add it to your bag.
Nice. Very nice.
I forgot I inscribed a couple of spells which cost me 100 gold.
Shit.
All right, so
Oh,
What-
that was level 1 spells, by the way.
yeah, it ain't fucking cheap.
If you ever need gold, let me know.
What is it? 50
I don't
gold
plan
a
to use
level?
much mine.
It's 50
Something like
gold
that. Yeah, I
per
think
level
so,
of
yeah.
spell. Yes, it's not
Yeah.
cheap.
What is it? Is it so if I have 400 copper, that means I got 4 silver?
400 copper would be 40 silver. It's 10 gold per denomination. 10 coin
Yeah,
per
10 to 1.
denomination.
So it'd be 40 silver or 4 gold.
Yeah, so 400 copper is like 4 gold.
Oh, can I if we walk by, can I fucking reassess and get this? Because I got a bunch of because it weighs money, right? I mean, money weighs weight.
Yeah.
So I want
that's-
to fucking change
Oh,
it in.
We can all call it the Lion Shield on the way down to south then if Point is selling his bracelet.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's just fucking divvy it all up.
Hey,
See-
Demo, real quick.
Yes.
My character sheet still saying my monkey's level 2.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck the what?
That's interesting because I imported that yesterday. Give me a sec.
Thank you.
I thought you said monkey, but it's monk.
Okay.
I was like, huh? Monkey? What the fuck?
Okay.
Wait, hold on. So hold on. So if I have 119, that means I have 11 gold? Yeah,
119 copper or silver?
silver is 11 gold.
11 gold and 9 silver, yeah. There you go.
Nah.
Thank you. Now I've
Oh,
got drunken
yeah.
technique.
Fixed it.
Thanks.
But can't we just click on the convert button?
Where?
There is a convert
And
Yeah,
button.
I just need to lore.
Yeah, so what we'll say is, yeah, you all go back to the Lion Shield Costa. Linene is more than happy to trade up coin values for you. So if you all want to press convert currency to whatever it is, she'll convert it all into gold because that is the most, used currency. And she has more than
Oh,
enough
fuck.
on hand.
It changed it. It changed my
Platinum's
gold into
pretty big now.
platinum. Ah, well,
Yeah.
but I think 6 gold is still
Did I do
a
that?
good amount of change, right?
Well, yeah, just change the platinum into gold. So just divide it, like multiply it by 10, change it into gold because she's not going to have any platinum coins on her.
Oh.
So whatever she gives you in gold, well, yeah, 115
50.
platinum is 150 gold.
Okay.
Right, that's fair. That's still fucking way less than what I had. God damn.
Yeah, that's nice. And then also the bracelet
Yeah.
on there.
156 gold. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
platinum coins, those are usually reserved for high-end trades and royalty. So good luck getting your hands on those.
I know a guy who likes to grip things. I'll get my hands on something.
Right, so where are we all heading then? What job have we chosen to do first?
Oh, we actually haven't. So that being said, that leads us into this. I look over to Kane. I say we were discussing this. I don't think Hob took note, or anybody for that matter. I agree with you, Kane. If you want to go ahead and describe the whys and the hows of what we should be doing.
Wait, what? Sorry.
Tell them what you think we should do for adventures, because we kind of all talked about it on our own bits and pieces here, and we never sat down and all kind of like voted or whatever. So I'm saying I agree with you. What we talked about
So,
with
But
doing
the
two
stuff
southern
that I
ones.
said, the stuff that
Yeah.
I said with the quest
Yeah.
and shit, that was
Yeah.
out of character, you know. The danger assessment was out of character.
Well, that was
and
out of
not in
character. Oh, because that seemed pretty characteristic for your
No,
character.
no.
Okay,
What
that's
I
fair.
no, my character doesn't know shit about the dangers of this world. You know.
Well, yeah, true.
I've been,
All
I've
right.
been living in a forest for 16 years. That's it.
All right, let's see. So swamp ass is your biggest fear. All right. So as far as journals look, I would say no, it was Hob. I'm sorry, it was Hob that said it. We should do both that are in the south, which is Umbridge
Yeah.
Hill to stop off and
I
then
think-
Yeah,
find
Umbridge Hill, and then the no in the Dwarven.
excavation. Yep.
Yeah, the Dwarven excavation.
All right. So,
Perfect.
in terms of travel distance, the Umbridge Hill will be closer, and then the Dwarven Expedition is like a bit further south towards the mountain line. So you could quite easily go to Umbridge Hill first, and then end up with the other one after.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that seems the most interesting thing.
And then I'm going to say, just as if we had the discussion, I'm going to look and say, Gripper is going to be along, so we'll be splitting this equally amongst us. Bounty for bounty. We all
So
good
he
with that?
takes. So he takes chair of the dwarf.
That would be correct.
Okay.
And then I look to Gripper and go, we've got something that we had prior to meeting you that we have to do. It's along the way. It should not take much time. We just have to check on somebody. Are you good with that as far as the route of travel?
Yeah, I've got to go to the miners' exchange to finish off my old bounty. I will be probably half an hour just to finish up old business, and then I'll be ready to go.
Look at everybody else and go, so 35 minutes then.
Mm-hmm. I will wait at the southern part of the town then while we're waiting to go.
Okay, so in that case, you all head off to the southern part of town, and Gripper, you stop along the way to the miners' exchange. And as this
Demo,
is a-
I'm just gonna get out. I'm gonna get to the southern part of town and then I'm gonna start summoning my familiar.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
That's gonna take time.
I'll do this, and then after we've had this little dialogue before we head out to the next area, I think that's a good time to take a break before we actually get into anything serious. So,
Yep.
yeah, let's do this first. The Miners Exchange. You guys haven't actually been here yet. This is going to be new territory. So, Gripper, as you approach the Miners Exchange, you are familiar with this building. It's been described to you before. It's a very quaint-looking building. The sign outside is like a pickaxe, which you can see is hammered into a rock. Heading inside, you are greeted by your contact, Miss Halia Thornton, who looks up you for a second and then goes, "Hard to miss you anywhere, isn't it? What can I do for you, Gripper?"
I thought we'd already met.
We have, yeah. This is her just giving you a,
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Passive aggressive, go fuck yourself, you're big.
yeah.
Hey, I have found some colleagues. There's no information to give. They've cleared the place out. I have had no information from them about a spider. So, as far as I'm concerned, our bounty is done. We are going. They've asked me to go along to another to help them. I believe that's our business done.
Because ordinarily it would be. I do have another proposition for you, though. Given the state in which young Gloriano was left in, and the information that has come forth since, if you could stick with that party and kind of find out what they're up to, see where they're going, find out what they know, I might be willing to pay you for any information that you bring along, but do try and keep this hidden from me. They haven't deigned to visit me yet, so I don't know if I can trust them.
I don't know if I can trust them yet, but this will be a good trip to analyze what's going on. I will, if the information is good, and the bounty is good, I will relay any messages. But at the minute, I don't know who they are. I've met one, Ragnar. He seems like the real article. But nothing else I can say. No information has come forward, and I have given them information, but no information has come back. So it's going to be a trust thing.
She looks at you and then goes, well, nothing much we can do about it then, is there? But in terms of services rendered, you are at least here, which is more than I can say of the last group of people I hired. So she puts a small pouch of coin down. Now, this isn't the agreed upon amount because obviously that was already taken by the prior group. But at least being here and then call this an investment into future prospects. Then she hands you a pouch with 25 gold pieces in it and says, if you find out anything, you do know where to go. And then she kind of gives you a grin and goes back to what she was doing.
Okay, I'll just take the money and walk. Don't say anything.
All right, so with that exchange done, I believe that we're now ready to head out of town and head to Umbridge Hill. So it is the 2-hour mark, so let's take a quick break. Shall we say everyone back for 20 past the hour?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
You're back.
All right. See you in a minute.
Demo, you know that thing you were saying you was going to deal with at the break without actually saying anything. Is it the person that's joined Welcome channel recently?
Let's have a quick look. It'd be.
Or is that someone else?
Where is it? System. It'd be in there. Yeah, it'd be the latest one. It's an art bot.
You know they joined
I
through
got a
one of
message.
your links.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the
Your
public.
invite.
Yeah, it's the public Discord link that's in the stream. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, they just get in. Because you're a mod, you can see it actually. If you go into the moderator,
Yeah,
only,
I'm
you
looking
can
at
see a
the-
safety alert.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah.
There was a thing I was looking at in I saw it in Asmon's Discord the other day actually, like a double check thing that I'm looking at putting into the Discord to stop that shit.
Yeah. How you finding Dino at the minute?
Hey, Donna's cool. Looking really good.
Yeah. So eventually, once you've played around with it and you get it set up so it announces when you stream as well, you can get rid of that string called. Then you won't need it.
I like Stream Call at the minute because it literally announces it the moment you go live. I've got to test the other one and see if it does it at the
It should do. Dino should do.
right, where is it? Urisu. Fuck off. Ban. Is gone.
Yeah. Bye bye.
But yeah, if you ever see anything like that in the Discord and you just straight up ban them. Like, I've got it set up
Yeah.
now, so it should give you a DM alert or something.
Yeah, it did. I got like an alert thing. It comes across the top of the Discord saying that there's been suspicious activity on the
Yeah.
Discord.
That's all resolved now, so
Yeah, buddy.
fucking stupid bots.
Yep.
It's like it's so easy to tell as well because they're always the same name. It's like some stupid anime name with an anime profile, and they always say, "Oh, I'm a girl." I'm like, all right. How fucking desperate do you need to be to talk to one of those? Like, just go to one of those fucking AI things and talk to that. Same thing.
You had the latest, right? About apparently the generation now are turning to AI for conversations.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's-
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it goes beyond a level of sad.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
I get it,
I'm glad.
but an AI is programmed to give certain responses, so you're only ever going to get so much.
Oh, we're going to get moved to a world eventually where no one's going out because everyone's just inside in their own little virtual world.
Do you remember that
Nothing's
South Park
happening.
episode where they had where they were all grown up and like Alexa was an actual person? I can't remember which one it was, but it was like South Park, but in the future.
Probably.
That's where we're going, I reckon.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, it is scary how easy it is. Where a tube is shut down. Kid plays robots, good luck filtering anything. Mate, I remember when I was playing Call of Duty on the Xbox, and I learned most of my vocabulary from the Xbox 360. Like, you joined the lobby of Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, you heard every racial remark, every fucking bit of slander, everything you could have thought of, you heard in Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Call of Duty World at War, Jesus, that was the days.
The lobbies back then were completely fucking unhinged.
They were great though. They were so good.
Right, I'm gonna get my food. Go back.
Yeah.
Not to me as a baby.
Okay, I see what you were saying about Dan's mic now. That does look like the tip of a cock. And he just brought a banana in the room. That makes it even funnier. What's everyone been up to then the past week? That's it now. Everyone's muted. I've lost everyone.
Probably gonna be lost in E. PoE.
That game's been causing a lot of shit. I can't believe how much they nerfed everything already.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think they went a little overboard on it.
Just a little. What was it? A 25% nerf across the board, basically, of all monster HP.
Yeah, until you get to maps. That's the same.
The thing is, leveling that warrior, I have not encountered any problems. Like, I had some trouble with the ascendancy trial last night, but that was the first real roadblock I've had.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Mine's
Oh,
mostly
demo.
every time I start
I'll
fighting,
give you
I
a
lag
chance
out.
to set this up. I'm summoning a hawk.
Oh, by the way, demo
Oh,
about familiars.
Yeah.
Can you make me an owl for, stand by when I need it? Please.
I'm back with a brand new track.
Okay,
Wickedy
so
wickedy whack.
Presto
Your
wants
mum's
a
on crack.
hawk.
Yeah, a hawk, and he's going to be called Winston Churchill.
I'd see him more as a badger. Winston Churchill. Just reminds me of a badger.
Okay, so
No.
GDV monsters.
No, badger for me will be Sir Burrowsworth.
Hawk.
Oh, can
Pork.
you spawn wombles?
Can I spawn wombles?
Yeah.
Don't think so.
Oh.
No. No
Oh.
wombles. I've got it. Put it this way: everything I can summon, I've got a name ready made for it.
Nice.
Winston Churchill. I like it.
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill.
And we take our ownership.
How long did the familiars stay for?
I dismiss them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it takes
Oh,
an hour to
okay.
summon one.
It takes 10 minutes, but I make it an hour and 10 minutes because I'm ritual casting.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, but it means I don't spend a spell slot either summoning it. So it's worth doing it. And if we're about to hit the road, it gives something that we can do as an aerial. You know, if we want, we can have it as a scout out ahead of us if need be.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Good shit.
Yeah, boy.
In fact, what I'm going to do is my name. In chat. Is that there?
You know a brew kit, yeah?
Yeah.
That you carry. Is that like brewing alcohol or is that brewing anything like brewing tea, anything like that?
Pretty much anything you want. It's a brewer supply, so it can be tea, it can be coffee, it can be beer.
Right, okay.
There you go. I've just posted in campaign chat all the names for all my familiars, which depending if I ever summon one.
And what did you want, Chili? It's an owl.
Yeah. Owl.
I reckon everyone's getting pets.
Owl. Is this a wild shape or is this just a
A familiar. Familiar.
Oh, Billy the Kid, the goat. I love it.
And he will be called Hootie.
Hootie.
Put it in the chat.
Hootie.
Hootie.
I'm not summoning him now, but just so that you have it ready for.
Does Hootie have big breasts?
I'll put it in the wild shapes folder for now. And then I'll move it out when make some stuff.
I want a pet monkey. Everyone's getting pets.
Sadly, I can't cast it as a ritual though. But
Yeah, it's a wizard thing.
for me, I just get it instantly
hmm
without. Well, I can choose. I either use my wild shape or I use a spell slot.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably cost you a spell slot because wizards have an ability now for ritual casting, so it's really good to actually take a ritual, an actual ritual spell now. Because although it'll cost me nothing to cast it, it just it adds an hour onto the casting time.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking hell.
That fish finger. Are you eating fish fingers?
No, mate, croquet.
Or was that a croquette?
Well,
Croquette, yeah.
Hey, Ox.
Oh,
Have you
yeah,
ever had a
don't.
croquet taster sandwich?
yes, I've heard of croquettes, but not croquette sandwiches. It seems you fucks will put anything between bread.
You're not wrong.
Just to call it a meal. When you guys start inventing booty sandwiches, you let me know. I'll get on board.
If I put my Mrs. Boobies in a sandwich, I think she'd hit me when I bit down.
Well, you never know.
I need a loaf of bread to put my Mrs. Boobies in a sandwich. Jesus Christ.
Too much info, dude.
Sorry, he can't make it next week. He's dead.
Yeah, he died.
Also, demo, just as information, so I don't cheat. I replaced the wolf with my lion form during the long rest.
That's fine.
So I have boar, snake, spider, and lion at the moment.
Yep, no worries.
So nothing cool.
Soon.
Gets cool
Next long rest, I'll add another one.
Just be a dolphin. We'll just throw you around land.
No. I'm gonna be... Wait.
Be a
Giant
whale.
octopus.
Summon yourself into a whale and then roll over all the mobs.
Right. You're
Yeah.
You ever had one?
The whale is at level 9.
Oh, it's a real thing.
Right.
Yeah,
one of
I
these
can be a
things.
killer whale.
You ever had one of these, Ox?
What is it?
It's a Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire pudding?
No, it looks like a biscuit.
It's not a biscuit.
No, it's not biscuit.
You ever had one?
Let's have a look.
No,
Oh,
what-
it's basically batter. It's just a circle of batter.
You know when you make pancake batter,
Mhm.
you put it in the oven instead.
And what, like a tin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
to make-
cupcake tin. And you get that.
Oh, I do that. Yeah, I've done that. Why do yours look retarded?
What do you mean?
Because it should technically turn into a muffin at that point with the top.
No, it's
No,
hollow. It's empty
hollow.
inside.
We call them gravy
Yeah.
boats as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just fill them with either veg and gravy and yonk.
You can get giant ones and you have like roast beef inside them with potatoes and
Hold on.
veg.
How do you get hollow? When you fill up a tin, it then itself is then full.
No, dude.
I have some. We did it with sausage. My wife and I. We do it every Sunday or Saturday. We call it our poor breakfast.
So when you pour it in, as long as the tin's well oiled,
Yep.
it'll actually just grow upwards at the sides instead of
Yeah.
in the center.
Yep.
What kind of ridiculous shit are you cooking? Not mine. Never mind.
Oh, you gotta come to Britain, man, sometime.
I can
We'll
show
do.
you. Hold on. I'm gonna go get one. I'll be right back.
I'll tell you right
I'm
now.
gonna show you one that I made, you motherfuckers. Hold on.
We need full cam as well.
Yeah.
Full cam up.
Full cam Ox. Right, Ox is now on my big cam.
Oh yeah, you can click him on Discord, can't you?
This gets
Yes, you
funnier every week.
It's just how much we mind boggling.
All right, you fuckers. So I've got demonstrative aids here at this point. Okay, so 10.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
one of
fucking
those.
10.
Yep.
Okay. Here's what happens when you pour pancake batter in a fucking tin. There ain't no hole in there, bitches. It is a straight up fucking muffin now. How do you
Now,
make
mate.
it hollow?
What you do is you put oil in there and you heat it up
Yes.
beforehand. So
Yep.
the oil is basically steaming. And you pull it out, whack the pancake batter in real quick, and then fuck it off back in the oven. And then what you just saw happens.
So see what I do is like, let me see if I can zoom in. I'll show you. So
What the
that's
fuck is
bits
that?
and pieces of sausage, pancake batter and sausage.
Ah, that's retarded.
No, that's fucking good.
Yeah, that's worse than a fucking fish finger sandwich, dude.
Damn,
Buddy.
man. Just get
That's
some fish
poor people
fingers
shit.
in there as well. That should be fine.
Mhm. You motherfuckers are over here cooking shit, but cooking, I guess. I know, puppy. They're a little fucked.
And
only
no
thing
one
you guys
telling me
got
a
going
crisp
for
sandwich
you.
ain't good.
Chips and crisp. I'll be right back.
Gets funnier every week. Good shit. Oh, fuck, I left a knife in here.
Don't give it to point. He'll use it.
Yeah.
We have got to fucking kill some shit this week.
Oh, don't worry, you're going there now.
Okay.
There's got to be some
Once we
other
get
British
murder
delicacy
starts.
as well that we can just like tell you that you won't believe that one either. At this point, it's getting ridiculous.
You say delicacy. And
Yeah,
then you say
that's a
potato on
fucking-
between bread.
That's that's not a delicacy, my friend. That is a
Mate, the humble crisp sandwich has saved many a life.
Yeah.
Toad in the hole.
well,
Have you heard about
I
Toad in the
suppose.
hole?
I'm not gonna
Yes,
talk
but I
about
don't
that on
remember.
stream.
how many times have you put your toad in the hole?
Plenty. If that's what you're into, mate, by all means, go for it. Like,
What's toad in the hole?
sausage and mash.
Huh?
What you do is you get a load of mashed tater and you put a sausage in it. And that's Toad in the hole. In a very basic form.
You know what, Philly? Next week we're gonna come live with just fucking fuckery and Sam, and we're just gonna invent a fucking. Hey, you just take a monster drink and just dip it into your cereal. Fuck it. I mean, at this fucking point, we're just inventing shit.
Yeah, our American delicacies. We got the Freedom Fruit Loops. You take
Yep.
a bowl of Fruit Loops, some milk, and then stick a firecracker in it.
Admittedly, say Tando's right. The one I was on about is the version they used to serve at school. It was just a bowl, mashed tater, and sausage. Maybe you were lucky if you got some gravy on it.
Yeah, no, Toad in the Hole is like the Yorkshire pudding with the sausage.
Yeah, it
in
is.
Right?
That's the one I
Yeah.
got. The one I was on about was the one I got fucking had at school. It was the discount version.
I swear that's like bangers and mash.
Basically, it is glorified bangers and mash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you call them bangers?
Come to
They're shaped like dicks and you bang them.
Why not?
Like why are
Yeah.
they called bangers?
Do right. Slapping it all over the face. Fuck it, let's go. You know about the BBC, right?
Y'all are insane.
Yeah, like this.
Basically, Tash, yeah, that's what my school did. That was Toad in the Hole at where I went to school. It was just a bowl, mashed tater, and a sausage.
Why are you guys so eating like you're in the Great Depression?
I tell you, the worst version of it I've ever seen is they literally this where I went to school did this like 100% legit. They got mashed taters. They then got more mashed tater, put some green food dye in it, rolled it into a ball, and then put that mashed tater on top of the other mashed tater, and called that Toad in the Hole. We didn't even get the sausage sometimes. It was just a green ball of mashed tater. And that was the Toad.
Something wrong with that.
Surprisingly, nobody ate that.
Liver and bacon, that's good.
Did you say liver?
Liver, yeah. Liver, bacon,
Yeah, I like liver.
and onion gravy with mashed potato.
So we must send all of the shit that we don't eat to you guys, and y'all just make food up. Fuck it,
Your,
man.
your shit is illegal in Europe
Exactly.
Yeah, we just keep all the
because it's
chemicals
so
here.
unhealthy. It's
There's-
just banned.
There's just so much bollocks in your food that we can't eat it.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you guys go to the store and buy meat, it's good for 2 weeks. If we go to the store to buy meat, it's good for 2 days.
True.
Stop buying the shit that's close to expiration.
No,
It'll last longer.
fresh meat. Your meat is like a shit ton of chemicals and a tiny bit of meat.
That's why I go to the butcher. Comes off the
Right.
cow within a couple of days. It's in your fucking, it's in your mouth and out your butt.
Shall we carry on?
Yes, please.
Right. So, all of you now are reconvened outside of the Costa and are ready to continue on your journey. Where are we going to go first?
The lady, right?
Got to travel. Yep.
Off
Let's go check
to
on Miss Gwen. Miss Gwen.
all right, so off to Umbridge Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay then. So you all set out of Phandalin down the southern road, which is known as the Miners' Trail. Excuse me, known as the Miners' Trail. Heading out, it's a nice day. A bit of a wind going over the plains, but nothing really too, dangerous to set off edge or anything the wrong way. The sun's out. It is, by all accounts, just more day. Doesn't take long to get there. After about an hour's walking, you start to find yourselves, the hills grow more. There's more hills. And eventually you're not walking on flat plains anymore. You're just walking on rolling grasslands. And over the horizon, you see what looks to be a windmill off in the distance, which, as you've been told, is where the Umbridge Hill location is. So,
Okay.
as you get
I'm
closer,
going to
however,
send my orc up into the air.
good job you're doing that.
Pardon?
It's a good job you're doing that. So, what I will say is, as you kind of get closer, you can see what looks to be two dark silhouettes kind of flying in and around the area of the windmill. And they don't look
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
going to
birds.
look through. I'm going to look through my hawk's eyes to try which has got a pretty good perception, I believe.
Indeed, I think it has. So, as you're getting closer, just before we swap over to the map, Hob, what you see, but you don't need a real good perception to see this because the hawk's in the air, you can see pretty far. What you
Okay.
see is a creature with a lion's head and body, a scorpion's tail, and these real leathery wings. And they seem to be trying to get inside the building. You see one of them kind of scratching and clawing, trying to get its way in. The other one is almost trying to tear roofing tiles off the building. What are you doing?
Do I
There's
know
two
what
of
this
them.
creature is?
if you want to try and make try and identify the creature, make an Arcana check.
Fucking manticores. It's a flying bat.
Okay. So with that roll, this is something you believe you have read about, but you're not too sure. However, seeing them flying around and in action and what they're doing, possibly, but without confirmation, could be a manticore indeed.
Okay. I immediately tell the group what's going on. You say there's 2 of them?
There is 2 of them.
What
Okay,
you
guys.
seeing? What you seeing? And I'm just poking up.
Okay, behave. Right, okay. Looking at it, it looks to be 2 manticores are surrounding the windmill.
What's a manticore?
It's a winged beast. I actually don't remember. You're saying I don't remember anything that the manticore does, right? It's like special properties, right, like that.
No,
I
nothing
just know
really
that.
much. You just know that
Yeah,
that's
okay.
probably what it is.
What its name is? Yeah, it's just it's the head of what appears to be a large cat, and it's got 2 tails, which I think are snakes.
What?
I can't see it from this distance.
A flying cat with 2 snails.
Snails.
Snails, snakes.
I wanted to say tails, but then with the snakes in my head.
Just a snake.
Don't
tail.
worry, he won't get here too fast with his party.
Oh man!
So I'm asking, how big is it? How big is it?
I don't know from this distance. Big enough.
So when he says manicore, would that be something I may have possibly come across? Being down.
Make the same Arcana check.
Okay.
Freaking-
15?
Oh my god.
So, possibly, you have heard of these in the past, but details are, not really presenting to you. You know these creatures are very territorial. They are comprised of a cat's head and body, a scorpion's tail, and have mostly feline properties. That's really about it.
Yeah, Kane, but there's no snails.
Okay.
So with that, I shall bring you all on to the map. All right, so let me know if you can't see anything just before we get going.
A lot of blackness.
There's a lot of black.
Yeah, a lot of blackness.
Yeah, so that's correct. You should be able to see green around where you are, and then it should be black going up the hill because
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's a hill. Oh shit.
there is a big hill.
Okay. If these things are flying around, surely we wouldn't be able to see them.
So you can see the things flying around the windmill at the top, but there's fucking give me,
There's one thing on the map that says 15 foot and unarmed unharmed on it.
You know what I will do?
Fast.
Just because. Give me a sec. Let me just do this so you can see the fuckers.
Oh, I see the entire map.
Yeah, there you go. That's what you should be seeing. Because
You can
there's
see
no reason
inside
to
the
be-
house as well.
Yeah, you can see the house atop the hill. You can see the couple of manticores. Currently, they are indeed flying around. Just trying to get inside the house. You can see one of them is ripping bits off the roof. And yeah, it's not looking friendly over there.
Is this where the dwarves are?
No.
No, I think
Oh,
the
this
herbalist
is
lady.
Yes, maybe.
Which one?
Or this is just some random mill on the way to the herbalist lady. I don't know.
No, this is Umbridge Hill. This is the herbalist lady.
Oh, okay.
Right, it's herbalist.
I don't. Was it herbalist? I don't.
Great.
Mhm.
Demo, I don't know why, but I can't cast any
Medicine woman. So
spells
it's a
all of a
herbalist.
sudden.
You can't what, sorry?
Cast any spells. All my spells have just vanished off my.
You got
Mine
scared
have-
shitless.
Let me just refresh. Might just be.
Yeah, have a refresh because I can see them all.
hmm
I can't see anybody's rolls on mine. So I've got Ox's stream up, and when anybody rolls, I can see their dice go, and they can see their other people's dice, but I ain't got the shit.
That's odd.
You can't see your own dice.
I probably can see my own dice, but I can't see anybody else's.
There.
I'm gonna roll something.
Strange.
You see that? Fuck!
Now
I
we
wasted the
know.
20.
Come on, you wasted it.
Yeah, you roll. You never roll 20s when you're testing something. You roll like.
I can't even
Forward.
see my own dice because I've just rolled those. I can't even see.
Might have to refresh.
I'll try a refresh.
Yeah, okay. I can see the blue dice that you're rolling.
Like I said, there shouldn't be any reason for that. That's probably a refresh.
But they're not coming up in chat either. Everybody's rolls are not coming up in chat where I can see an Ox's they are.
Oh shit.
Mm.
So if it works now, I'll do a public roll.
Oh, I've got them all now.
There you
I've
go,
got
cool.
them all now. Yeah, it's just
Just needed a refresh. Brilliant.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Excellent.
90% of problems we have with this are just refresh because it's the web engine. Sometimes it just fucking clicks out.
This is a big ass map for a fucking.
It's because there's a lot of shit going on.
Somebody just roll, please. Right, I see those. I see those. There's a few.
Everybody.
Everyone just
Thank
chucks
you.
dice. How
Oh
the
fuck you guys! I feel left out. God damn it!
Someone explain to me how I rolled 2d8, 1d12, and 1d20, and I only rolled fucking 10.
Well, I don't care. Serves you right, DM.
Keep that up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds promising.
Thanks, guys.
You back,
Right.
Marco?
Oh, good. Okay, so yeah, you've seen what's going on. You've seen what's happened at the top of the hill. The two manticores at the moment seem to be very preoccupied with the building and have not noticed you guys.
Fucking long distance.
Yeah, it's a big hill.
So this is from what I gathered from watching you guys earlier. This is the woman that owes you something. The one that you took back and you saved. This is the woman that said, "Go to this person, the alchemist, and she might give you something as a reward." No.
No, this is just some paper from the bounty board.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, this is a question on the bounty board where it's go and warn the town's alchemist or apothecary, whatever, of the dragon attacks and see why she hasn't been in town for a few days. And well, now you're seeing why. The other person was the one that was rescued from the dungeon, the Red Brand cellar.
Yeah. Ken, you didn't trade me your bolts, by the way.
Oh, I deleted them. Oops.
Ah!
So
Just
guys,
can't
I heard-
you
You
can't
can
you
have
do
mine.
like a plus on the bolts on your thingy or something, so you just get more? Or
I might be able
Never had
to
'em.
lull one of them away.
you didn't have bolts. Oh,
All right,
Someone there or
so
something. I needed it.
Hob, you might be able to
Fine.
lure one of them away.
I might be able to lull one of them away
Just-
temporarily, but expect them to come back with vengeance if we're going to do anything here.
Can I just change the arrows to bolts real quick in my inventory? Any? Because he didn't
Yeah.
trade them to me.
Yeah, just add 20.
All right, I just changed it to Bolton.
So good.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're good. Sorry about that, guys. I am straight ass just I'm gonna walk up and shoot this bitch with my crossbow. Fuck this guy.
Oh, we're fighting already?
Yeah.
Seeing
It's pretty
that
far away.
so
It's adventure, and I see it, so I want to engage. So I'm going to look over at Gripper and go, well, I know that you're not part of this bounty, but I'll give you half of my bounty if you come up there and engage with me.
Have we got a backup plan?
Don't die.
I'm looking at Hop.
I like how that's not the main plan.
So, Demo, can I get my hawk to get? Do you know the one that's at the south here?
Yes.
My hawk is going to fly above it.
You know what? Just so here you go. You can have Winston Churchill right there.
Because he's going to be flying roughly around about here, but he's going to be way up towards the top of the tower.
Yep, that's cool.
I thought you said whore then. I was looking around, so where's
I
the
did.
whore?
I was like, where's the horse? I missed that part.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone heard that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's Winston's.
You do realize it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, right? But I mean, I'm down for it if it gets one away.
He's gonna hawk too.
How tall are these cliff edges, like the hill edges?
So
each?
every one of these here, basically the whole hill goes up in like an elevation of 5 feet at a time.
5 feet.
So
Wow.
you're looking 15 feet up where the house actually sits.
Oh, it's not bad. Okay. Is it more of like so there's not really like steps, it's more just kind of elevation?
It's just straight elevation at I would say
Okay.
as an estimate, like a 40-ish degree angle.
Fair. And I believe that is 80 to 320. Holy shit. Okay. So I look over at everybody and I was like, as I literally lock and cock, not lock my cock, since we're all kind of on a different page here. Lock and load the crossbow. And it's a small one, right? Light crossbow. So I've got one amp in the air, kind of just ready. Like, are we good? Like, I'm kind of like impatiently wanting to shoot this bitch.
I'm just gonna give some hand signals, like hold up, going this way.
So the manticores at the moment, they are still very preoccupied with the building. So they are now starting to tear open the roof. So
I'm going to get
I'm a
Winston to attack from above onto this southern one, get an attack in, and then fly away.
all right, so roll an attack for me with Winston.
Well, wait, while he's doing that, then I'm going to make a ready action then. Because if people going to engage everything, I'm going to ready action so I get my attack in.
+5, so 21.
That will hit. Roll some damage.
1.
Claw.
Wow.
What the fuck?
They just deal 1 point of damage. That's it.
Okay, so 1 damage from
1
Winston
point of
Churchill.
damage. Yeah. And then he's going to book it 60
Right.
feet.
So as that happens, the manticore kind of like goes, "Roar!" and you just see it dart, the one at the south dart off axe to Winston, and it is way fucking fast, this thing flying.
So Winston's got 64, so he spent 10 with diving attack, and then he's doing 50.
So he can get right up behind you with the 50-foot flight speed that he has.
Right, so that's
Oh shit.
and
So just in that moment right there, he is going to, well, actually, right now this will be initiative, so we'll do that after. So initiative,
Right.
I'm going to start a combat. If everyone could roll initiative for me, please. As to how you do that, there's multiple ways you can. Where are we? If you click on the dual swords next to the little 6 action bars you've got at the top where your weapons go, there's a dice there that'll roll initiative for you. You can also right click on your token, press the swords to toggle combat, and then roll it from the UI itself.
Do you know if it automatically gives me the advantage?
It should do. It should be hard coded into it.
Yep. Fuck.
Not bad.
Still better than all of us.
Advantage and at +6. No, you got the same as me.
Well, I rolled one. I rolled right at both ends of the spectrum.
One before and one after.
Yeah. Right. So, how we are doing this is going to be: we're going to pause that real quick, and we're going to put this on. So, beginning combat. As this isn't a surprise round because no one really surprised anyone there, it was just the Manticore kind of getting hit by a pigeon. We're just going to start normally. So, top of the round is the other.
I'm ready action.
Oh, do you ready action right now then, before we start?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck off. Well,
So, you see this bolt just fly straight by this thing, and that is the key for the Manticore. It's going to go. Rawr! It turns around, sees you, and it is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, remaining in the air, and it is going to use its. Where are we? Action to shoot back at you, Ragnar, because you just shot at it.
That sounds ominous. Shoot back. How the fuck is
And
it?
you see it kind of fling its tail to the side, and you see these spines just fly out of its tail coming straight for you, and that is a 23 to hit, Ragnar.
question. Does danger sense take over here?
No, because it is not a dexterity save.
Oh, it's just a straight up get fucked in a butt save. Okay. Yeah, it hits.
It's armor class, nothing else.
Okay.
Okay, so Ragnar, you take, I rolled a 1, 4 points of damage.
Mhm.
And that is going to be, for that, it is going to remain in the air. It's usually its movement speed. Next up is Gripper. What's your plan?
How far is it away from us?
So from where you are right now, you specifically, it is 30 feet away, 10 feet up in the air.
So like head height for him?
Yeah,
Pretty
so
much.
I should be able to get that. I'll go in and I'll twat it with my great sword.
Go for it. You should just be able to reach it with a sword's length.
So what do I roll here?
So if you remember when I said double right click the thing, the Manticore, to target it, and then click on your greatsword with the bar at the bottom, it should just bring up a little box and just attack it normally.
Trying to double click on it, it's not. You said things go around it, don't you?
Yeah, double right click on the Manticore. Yeah, you've got it.
There you go.
I can see you've got it now. I can see the blue.
Got it
thing.
now, yeah. You
Yeah,
can see it, right.
there you go.
Okay, and then click on the great sword, yeah?
Yeah, click the greatsword. It'll bring up a box. If it hasn't brought up the box, press attack in the chat. If it has, press normal, and you'll do an attack roll.
Okay.
That's a good fucking start. Roll some damage.
Same kind of thing. Where
Yeah, if you press damage in the chat now,
got
it'll
it.
do the same thing, yeah. Press normal for that one. Okay, so one thing I noted there is your Great Weapon Master isn't working. Or Great Weapon Fighter, even.
Okay.
Or do we actually have that, though? That's a question. I don't think we do we? No, we actually don't have that, so that's fine. That is working as intended. Okay, so that is 11 points of damage to the Manticore. Not a bad hit. What I will say, as you hit it, because it is still in air, it is going to make a dexterity saving throw to see if it remains in the air. Because that was a pretty fucking hefty blow.
Okay, that's it then. I don't know what else to do.
And
Jesus
yeah, it's
Christ.
still in the air.
Fucking hell.
So that takes 11 points of damage. And yeah, if there's nothing else you want to do, Gripper, you've still got a bonus action.
No, fine.
Right.
I'll wait to see what everybody else does.
Cool. Hob, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to move next to Khan, and I'm going to bonus action. Oh shit! The bells. 1 minute. I need to look at my character sheet about this one. Because
Not a problem.
I think I've just skipped my turn by mistake.
You did, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yep.
you did.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's all good.
Give
We
me
got
1
this.
We have got this.
No the way. No the way.
Just need to make sure I do the right one. Features. Okay, I'm going to do Fey Gift Hospitality
All right.
on Ken.
Very hospitality on Kian. Okay, what are we doing?
It gives us both temporary hit points. So both get an extra D6 plus 2.
Yep. So if you both roll 1d6 and add +2 to it, and give yourself that many temporary hit points.
I do temporary hit points.
So on your character sheet, you should see your health bar, and right next to that, there is a
TMP.
section which says TMP. Just type it in there.
Yeah.
And then if it works, it should show up as a little. It will be hard to see, mind you, but there will be a little blue bar over your health bar.
Yeah, there is. See it.
There you go. That's temporary hit points.
Cool.
Yay.
And
Nice.
then as an action, I will cast Witch Bolt.
All right.
Running out of
yeah.
spells already. Jeez.
Cast it at first level.
Mm-hmm.
Normal. I thought that was so close to a 20.
Oh, unfortunate. As the spell connects, and unfortunately, the energy from it, you just hit, and it fizzles out as the spell does not connect. Unfortunately.
Okay, but I'm now holding concentration. Because even if the spell misses, I can still deal it D12
Yep.
lightning damage
Yep.
as a bonus action. Okay, and I end my turn.
All right, point. What are we doing? Point is thinking.
I'll just start walking down.
Okay.
Let's see. It's a new day, right?
It is indeed.
From
Yeah.
the last battle. So those charges on that necklace would have restocked.
Mm-hmm. Fuck you already, by the way.
Okay. Well, I'll use it. As a bonus action
God damn it.
to hop on its back.
You're a dick. That's what I was gonna do. God damn it.
Plunging attack.
Everybody has a fucking blink.
I don't.
Yet.
The only full action that doesn't have it yet.
All right, so because of the nature and the way you've done this, and because Gripper is kind of there as well, roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh no, wait,
Very
that's
nice.
Blink. That's not the necklace. That's different.
Yeah. That's what the necklace does.
No, it ain't.
It look.
The necklace
Oh.
is something else. Oh no, wait, it
That's what's
doesn't.
tied to it.
Okay, whatever. Fuck it
Yeah.
then. That is what's on it. Cool.
Yeah, I was going to say that
What the
it
fuck?
does.
Oh, one D. That's the Blink spell though. That's not.
You're in the ethereal plane, my dude.
Yeah, I think I've tied the wrong spell to that necklace.
So happy.
Well, yeah, that's something else entirely. That's that should
I think
be.
demo was probably in World of Warcraft mode. Blink, you know.
Yeah, that should be Misty Step. That's
That'd be much better.
What that does, that spell basically you pop out of existence and go to the ethereal plane. That will not do what you think it does.
Where's he gone?
Yeah.
You go visit the ghosts.
So-
I didn't know how to use it like the last guy used it.
Yeah, so what it should say is Misty Step, which is the one that teleports you 30 foot into an area that you can see. I'll fix that for next session.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, we'll just say that was Misty Step because that's what it should be.
Shouldn't we have an aura? Have I got an aura?
Not yet. You're not high level enough.
Okay, so
Oh, that was awesome
And
timing. He said
another
no, and
one
then it
is
went.
back.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do I get advantage on the attack because of Gripper?
Yeah, because you blinked into the air and you're coming down on it, and because of Gripper's right there, yeah, you'll have advantage.
Perfection.
Guess what's Point gonna do?
It's 21 to hit.
Nice.
Yep, that hits. Raw damage.
Brings new terminology to sneak attack.
Yeah, sorry for the necklace. That is completely my bad.
All good. It's 9 points.
9 points of damage. Okay,
And I'm going to do it again.
go for it.
Oh, you get your sneak attack bonus.
Yeah, it's in there.
Mm.
It's nat 20.
No,
Holy
20.
fuck.
Okay, roll from crit damage. Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's 7 points.
7 points of damage. Nice again. Okay, at this point, with you on its back and stabbing down, I'm going to have it roll a dex save at disadvantage now because, yeah. And okay, that is going to be enough to bring it down. As you slam down on it, you feel the manticore kind of lose its velocity and just slams down 10 feet into the ground and takes an additional 1d6 falling damage and is now considered prone. It takes 1 additional damage.
So the only
So
reason
now-
why I'm asking
Mhm.
is that Point, did you go 3 levels in Rogue?
Yep.
Then your sneak attack should be 2d6, not 1d6.
Let me just roll one then.
I'm in combat if I'm here, aren't I, Demo?
Yeah, you're in
So one
combat.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
Mhm.
Cool. Okie
there's
dokie.
2d6 now.
So seeing this manticore come crashing down and dust is obviously kicked up into the air, Mushi's just going to come flying through with his Yawa and just absolutely try and cave like one of these guys' wings right off. We're going to go in there. I'm not at an advantage or anything, am I, for him being prone? Or am I?
You will have advantage for it being prone as a melee attack.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I think
Thank
Mushy is just on the fucking roll now, to be honest. Yeah, that hits. Roll some damage.
Yep. It's just normal, isn't it? Normal damage.
Yeah, normal damage.
Yeah, 11 points of damage.
Okay, 11 points of damage. Fuck you.
And then I'm just gonna swing and then just crack with my other hand, right in its jaw, pretty much, for my bonus.
Go for it.
Attack bonus action. There we go. No, is that normal or advantage?
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, nearly.
Ooh, nearly. Damage 6.
Okay, another 6 points of damage.
Cool. I'm trying to think. So as my I've got a drunken technique now, right? Is that a bonus or anything to disengage? Or can I just use it?
Right.
anytime?
Let me have a quick look. So where are we? Drunken
I mean, I'm
technique.
not going to use it now, but I mean, I'm just trying to clear that.
So at level 3, you learn to quickly twist and polish your flurry of blows. So whenever you do flurry of blows, you gain disengage and get 10 feet movement speed. Only when you do flurry of blows, though.
Right. Cool. That's good to know.
You just automatically
I'll
get disengage and 10 feet more movement.
Yeah. Sweet.
Demo.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Oh, I see that Mushi is at plus 10 feet and Point is at plus 10 feet, and
Yeah.
but Gripper is not. Isn't he at the same?
There you go.
Okay.
Fixed.
Someone use their mouse.
I have a question about the line. The running leap. Is it an action or is it just something that because it's a jump? I don't know if jumping is an
Right,
action.
running leap. So with a 10-foot running start, the lion can jump up to 25 feet. So if you do basically, you know when you have like different types of movement speed. So the lion has 50 feet of movement speed.
Yes.
So
And if I do 10
if you did
foot,
10
I can
feet,
jump.
you would then be able to jump 25 feet.
But is that an action or
No,
is it just?
it's just something that happens. It's just something you can do.
Ah. Okay. Well then, we know what we're gonna do. Wow, what a wall of text.
Holy shit.
All right, fucking hell, calm down.
Flipping heck. Reading simulator. Let's go.
Ah, shit, what did I have to keep mental? Did I have to click anything away again from the transformation or?
Just make sure that you keep your mental stats. That's it.
Mental. You are mental.
I lack permission, blah blah blah.
You shouldn't do because I sorted this out last week, but okay, I'll do it in a sec. Fucking silly. Yeah. Right, you wanted wild shape, don't you?
Yep.
Into
Just drag it
a
over
Leon.
my character sheet, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
You're now a lion.
A Wimboa.
So yeah. And then I jump 25 feet, so it's about here, right?
Yep.
And then I'll just like, hello. And I'm gonna do a
Hello.
Where the fuck are my attacks?
I don't know, where are
I don't see my attacks. Action. Use feature, huh? Disengage, no. Oh, there they are.
they?
So I do multi-attack. Ren. I have advantage because of pack tactics. And flanking.
Ah, this is fun, isn't it?
15.
15 hits, roll damage.
It's 9.
Yeah, and technically you have advantage anyway because at the moment it is prone, so.
Oh, it's prone as well. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, okay.
This thing is just getting shredded into.
21.
Yeah, do more damage.
4.
Unfortunate, but it is the way it is.
I guess that's it.
Okay. Ragnar.
See? All right.
You're
I'm
up.
going to go
Let's see what you got.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will fucking do a normal attack. 22.
22 hits, roll damage.
Fuck yeah. Stop it. Damage. 8.
8 points of damage. Oof. This thing, as you slam your axe down into it, and with the combined might of your party, it is looking extremely fucking hurt. It lets
That's why
out
you
this-
roll advantage.
Hmm?
That's
In the
also
fish
true.
for that crit, man. You was rolling at advantage because it's prone.
Oh, well, I hit it
Fish for,
anyways.
Yeah, no, you
fish
know,
for
roll the
that
dice
crit.
again. Roll the dice again.
Fish
You
for
never
that
know.
crit.
All
You
right,
hit
all
it
right.
regardless.
Maybe you get a crit.
Nah.
Come on. You know
Fucking
my
close.
dice. You know my dice. All right. So it doesn't work.
It
And that's all I
looks-
got.
Yeah, this thing looks very, very fucking hurt. So the other one, what this is going to do, it is going to attack Winston Churchill.
That's just going to be a puff of feathers in a minute.
No clue what's going on whatsoever.
AC 13.
No.
Yeah, it hit a 13. So yeah, I had
Yeah,
Ragnar
it-
targeted for some reason.
Yeah, it's an AC 13. So Winston just poof. In a
Yeah, okay,
puff of
we
smoke.
puff, and then you hear this like as it starts flying back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's all it can do because it uses its action, and it can just see off in the distance that you guys are basically butchering its mate.
So who's the male? Who's the female?
I don't know yet. We'll find out.
100.
Right.
125
So, top of the round is the one that is literally on death's door. It is going to try. Well, actually, what it's going to do is it's going to take the disengage action. And you just see its wings kind of flap down and kick up this cloud of smoke, and it just allows it to get away just enough. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. To fly away to there. That's as far as
I
it
am
can
still
get.
currently riding it, correct?
You are, yes. You're on its back still.
Holy
So,
shit. Points on.
Basically took you with it. And
Going
Just-
on a trip.
just to bring...
And your favorite rocket ship. Nice.
Let me just... Okay, that's not working, whatever. Right, well. Gripper, what are you doing?
How far is this one away? Is this on the ground? Obviously, this other one, yeah.
So that one just kicked up its wings and flew 50 foot, but it's not like high elevation. All it did was use its wings to get it off the ground.
So it's not high then. Okay.
Hmm.
I will go up to it. This is nearly dead, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you've got 5 feet of movement left. You can't move all the way to it. Every one of these squares is 5 feet, so you have 35 feet of movement as a Goliath. So you won't be able to get all the way to it.
Okay. Well, before that, then, I will go back here, and I will cast Heroism
Okay, let me
On
cast
Ra-
the heroism on Ragnar,
on Ragnar. Yeah.
who is currently AFK.
Ragnar, no!
Trouble is, he attacks last. that's the point. But and I'll just go up. I'll go there, and then just wait.
Okay, so what is heroism? Is that a bonus action? Because I believe
It
is an
an
action.
It's an action, yeah.
Yeah, so if you in your bar where it says cast spell, if you're going to cast it on someone, just click that button for us, like cast spell, then click heroism, so it consumes the spell charge. Because that'll use the spell slot.
Reminds me, demo.
Uh-huh.
The spells that I can cast now in Wild Shape don't show up.
They won't because you're in a separate form. You're just going to have to remember which ones you can, or you cast them from your human form. You should be able to get on the character sheet still for your human form. There it is. Right, Ragnar, you are now affected by heroism. You are immune to frightened and gain temporary hit points.
Oh, fuck, how many?
Equal to Gripper's spellcasting modifier, which is a +2.
Nice.
Oh, no, +3, sorry. +3.
All right.
That's me done, yeah?
That's you done. Okay, Hob.
Okay, I'm going to move up this hill. So, I can't move. It's not my turn yet.
Oh. There we go.
Okay. Click off that. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
You only did 20.
Yeah, but I'm going up an incline, so difficult terrain.
Oh.
I climbed. I can't do jumping magic shit like you lot.
I don't
No,
do
that's
jumping
not
magic.
climbing though. He said it's just an elevation, so it's a 15-degree elevation basically, where or whatever.
Yeah,
so it's
it's
like,
fine.
but you got little legs.
120 foot range.
The fuck is that shit?
What the fuck?
I'm going to class a level 1
Oh,
normal magic missile.
It's got a sniper rifle. What the fuck?
Apparently he does, yeah.
Yeah, automatically hits, I believe.
Indeed it does, yeah. Magic missile is an auto hit.
That's hilarious. So you always hit.
It should be 3 of them, though, isn't it? Yep.
Yep.
So it's damage.
5 points
And
of force damage, 7 points of force damage.
Is
8
it shooting at
and
something else?
11. Yeah, the other manticore.
Yeah. So
Oh, the one at the back, okay.
Pew,
Yeah.
pew, and
And-
pew.
as a bonus action, I will use my witch bolt on the first manticore and hit it for D12.
Ooh.
All right, so that.
7 points of damage.
Yeah, nice. So you use the witch bolt and you just see the manticore go. It just fries and falls to the floor. And the first one is dead.
Do you have any question? Do you have any rules with conductivity?
This is a good question. Because,
There's a kobold fucking
there is
10
a
feet in the air
kobold
that
on the
has
back
been.
of it.
Yeah, it's
If that-
possible.
if-
An election. No offense, point. I'm so sorry.
If that's the case, then you lot would all have got hit by it when you was whacking it. Because it was highly electrified first time round.
So yeah, that does not happen. The spell is
Okay.
only effective on the manticore. If it did, it would be hilarious.
Sorry,
No,
Just
Philly.
give me a little wake up jolt.
Look, I'm not drunk anymore.
All right, so with that then, Point, you are now on the back of a now dead manticore.
And the other one is very far away.
Fuck.
Oh shit, wrong one.
Oh, that worked well for us.
So I don't have enough movement to get over there. So I'm gonna go over there to the house. And use my cunning action to hide.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
So you hide behind the house, and as the Manticore cannot see you, technically right now, from it at least, you are completely hidden.
And I will ready an attack. Dart.
Okay.
Oh boy. Right. I'm
Up here?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Demo, if I go on here,
Yep.
okay, that's obviously slope. Can I sort of, am I still hidden or will I be pretty visible by this guy?
So right
If
now,
I'm here,
the
compared to
entire
the-
hill basically is like a incline, so it's basically a 45
so
degree
it is,
incline
yeah.
all the way up.
Yeah.
So you're still visible.
okay.
I mean, you're also a big panda, so
Yeah, and I was going to try and be a fluffy rock, but okay, I'm going to chill here. But I am going to ready myself to be like engaged with this guy if
okay,
he
cool.
comes at me.
Yep.
Right, and I'll then turn.
All right, Mufasa, what are you doing?
I'm not Mufasa.
You are.
Question again. That jumping thing.
Yeah.
How hard can I abuse it?
It's not an action, so as much as you want.
So it's like I run for 10 feet, then I jump 25 feet.
Yep.
So it doesn't count as movement. So then I run another 10 feet and I can jump another 25 feet.
No, you can't do that. So you can do it up to your maximum movement speed.
So there's 25 feet subtracted from my movement.
Yeah, you're still
That
going to be
doesn't make
using
sense.
movement speed. It does. So you run 10 feet, and then normally, if you weren't, if you're a normal person, you would be able to jump as well. But the way the additional movement speed works is let's say you were trying to jump over a gap, for instance, like a hill in a crevasse or something. You have
Okay.
straight up 25 feet of movement, so you could jump 25 feet without making a roll. Now, if you were trying to do that with normal movement speed, you would have to probably make a roll for that. But because that you straight up just have jump speed, you would be able to clear that with no problems.
So it's not like I run for 10 feet and then I just skip 25 movement.
No, but you've got to
Going
think.
speed.
This is all happening within a 6-second period, so that would basically you would run 10 feet, then teleport 25 feet forward.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Fuck.
No, it just means after you run 10 feet, you've got enough acceleration to where you're able to do a 25 feet jump with no issue.
Yeah. If I would pass by Point, can I pick him up and put him in my neck, in my mains, or if he wants to? Or
How big is your fucking mane?
I'm a big ass lion. I'm a large creature.
Yeah.
It's his minge.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Point is something small. I can
Point
be a
is
mount
a
for him.
small creature. You could be a mount, but I don't think you could just straight up put him in your bush.
I mean, he's sitting in my neck, right?
2
You
foot,
know.
25 pounds.
You can sit on your back, yeah.
If he wants to.
That's up to him.
Yeah. I can ask him while I'll run past, I guess.
Keep getting my push. Oh god.
The more interesting thing is that Chilius wants to be mounted by Point.
Yeah.
Want a lift?
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Since I'm hidden,
Uh-huh.
can I hide in his bush?
You know what? Just because, fucking do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hop on and hide in the bush.
I'm at 25 now. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay.
There is now
I'm
a
gonna
lion
cast.
carrying a kobold in his bush.
I'm gonna cast. Shit, I can't see my spells here. I'm gonna cast Starry Wisp. Can you find it for me? Because I don't
Can
see
you
it in
not
my.
view your character sheet at all while
Nope.
you're in that form? Can you not even go
Nope.
back into the tab at the right and just click on yourself? You know,
But
you
I'll have
go
to-
to.
Oh
active
yeah,
at the
yeah,
top
yeah,
right,
yeah, 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 yeah.
But yeah, I can't. It won't carry over the spells onto the new.
There
character
we
sheet,
go.
yeah. But you can still, because it's the same spellcast DC, and it will just use that because it's going to be the same thing anyway.
I need to check. One second.
Hmm.
Oh,
It's a weird spell.
so I'm just casting it. Normal. It's 24.
So where does that come from? Online form.
What? Let's just say I open my mouth and shoot like a light beam or some shit.
Uh-huh. Which mouth?
But I'm a lion, so my front mouth, like.
Sorry.
Okay, the front mouth.
I mean, what other mouth do I have?
Your butt.
Okay, roll some damage.
It's 3 radiant damage.
3 points of radiant damage. Okay. Good shit. So, with that,
It's a
then,
lion with a ranged attack, so.
yeah. Ragnar, I believe you're up.
Awesome.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will.
We're going in with a crossbow.
21.
21 hits. How the
11.
fuck are you rolling max damage with a crossbow?
Because I'm a fucking badass. And I got Minge next to me. So I'm showing off. And then
Yeah, well, right.
I will then blessing of the queen. I want to end up on top of the edge of the building. Up here. Is that cool?
Right. Yeah, that's cool. The building is within range.
Okay. All right, so I'm on top of it. Okay.
Let me just real quick make a
Blinky blinky.
Yeah.
And you get a
I've-
blink, and you
There
get
you
a
go.
blink, and you get a blink, and
Leave
you.
me back of the
Don't
pack
get it.
again. Wait for me,
And that's
guys.
it.
All right, so this guy is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 to there.
Now that it's this
Land.
close, can I use my ready action?
Yeah, you can use your ready action. Oh, wait.
Don't you want to wait until he attacked first?
He sees a giant lion and decides to mate it and mount it.
Wait, what?
And I get advantage since I'm hidden, right?
40. You are in Chilius's bush, so yes, you are hidden. You get advantage.
Can't
Oh,
you
fuck.
count? He's waiting to fuck us.
And the stupid fucking kitty is gonna think I did it.
Pretty
It's
much.
19.
19. That hits.
My bush is hitting shit. Yeah.
Your bush is toxic.
For 9.
9 points of damage.
Jesus.
Okay, so it's got 5 feet of movement left. It is going to move 5 more feet. And we are going to... So this is going to come up to you now. Obviously, Kian, it thinks you just threw something at it because you just did, technically. So
Uh-huh.
we are going to use the multi-attack.
He thinks of it as it's a mating ritual. She looks like him.
He's copy me.
We are going to go with the rend. Because he's right in front of you. So first attack,
Okay.
I
He
need
thinks
to...
he's a lion.
I need to untarget somebody. Who else have I got targeted? Where's Ragnar? It's probably you. No, it ain't you. Who the fuck have I got targeted? Oh, it's fucking Wingston down here.
He's dead, so
Fucking Wingston Churchill's still targeted. Alright, so first
Winston
attack.
served his purpose.
Yeah. First attack, Kian, is a 13 to hit.
Sorry. No hit.
Okay, cool. Second attack
Oh,
is a 14 to hit.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Okay, cool.
we got 5 more.
Okay, no, we're bad. This guy's shit.
Yeah, no.
13 to hit again.
Get something more. Come on.
That's it. So yeah, you
Don't
just see
get
it,
cocky,
whack,
man. Don't
whack,
get cocky.
whack. And you manage to dodge all of the incoming attacks on this thing, and that's going to end its turn. Gripper, you are up. What are you doing? Top of the round.
How far can I get?
Just remember, you can do that for something as well. If you
Yeah.
want to use it. You can do 35 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 5, 30, 35. So around here, yeah, where people are pinging.
It's not a lot I can do, is there? It's a bonus action, isn't it? This.
Yes.
So can I use that before I attack, or I've got to use that after?
You can use it whenever you want. There's no restriction.
Okay, I'll go. I'll go. What's it? So that's me 35, yeah.
Yep.
Was it 60 or 30?
It's 30.
Can I get there? That's the.
Easily. You could teleport to the other side of it if you wanted to.
Oh, it's a teleport, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll.
Oh, you also got a teleport.
Yeah,
Oh
it does.
yeah.
I'm going to say another one of a teleport.
What the fuck?
The new
That's
Goliath
awesome.
rules allow you to choose heritage. And one of those is Cloud Giant, which gives you a fucking blink.
Yeah.
The only one that can teleport. Where is Hop? Guys, we lost Hop. Where is Hop?
Look where how far back I am.
Mushy can basically fucking keep up with you through just sheer willpower and feet speed. Everyone else can blink, and Hobbs is gonna be like, yes, you had to hit me.
Okay,
Sure, you don't want the medallion.
I've got
Wait, so you
120
have,
yard range.
hold on real
I'm
quick.
fine.
So Dad's got that. So Dad could technically go here, yeah?
Dad
Yeah.
can technically
Yeah.
go behind it and get advantage, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. You want to go there and then get advantage when you do your shits. Yes, sir.
Flanking.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
so it's just a normal. Oh, it's advantage. Now,
Advantage,
isn't it?
yeah. So
Yep.
basically, Dad, whenever like you're in combat, if there is an ally on the opposite side of a creature, what the fuck?
Holy fucking shit! What?
Almost. See, you remember what we were saying about storing up all that luck?
Yeah, we don't
Whoa.
blow your load in the first 30 seconds. You know,
Fuck's
whine her a
sake.
little bit.
First game, 3 natural 20s.
That's
And 2 in
Wait,
one
is-
roll.
So there's your 1 in 400 chance.
right. So I just attack now.
Attack
is it
now
crit?
and critical damage, yeah.
But I don't think it's just attack. Like, can we really rephrase that term? It's been a badass attack.
Yeah, I mean, I'm half tempted just to let you finish this thing off, to be honest with that.
Jesus.
So it's advantage. Is that what it
It's-
says?
So if you press damage now and press critical,
Press damage. It's come
Yeah.
out attack roll.
no, click that one off because that'll
Do
be
you have it
attacking again.
targeted?
Click damage and it should say critical damage.
Right, I got it. There
GG.
we go.
Very nice.
You know what?
Can you
Just
describe it?
because of that roll, just tell me what you do to this thing as you basically fucking, go for it.
Roofied it and
Describe
got
the
your
kill.
way with it.
I hit it, right? And I can see it's in pain. And it's not that far above me, is it?
No.
So I jump up, grab its testicles, rock it down on the floor, and rip the fuckers off.
So I guess this was the male then.
It is now.
I'm grabbed by its phobia tubes. Jesus Christ.
And I go, "Ah, grip." Job done.
Okay.
See, he collects
I'm
snacks
done.
too.
So,
Holy shit.
With that, I think the combat's going to be over because fucking hell, that's one way to end it. So I'm just going to mark this one as dead. Now it's been castrated.
Double 20s. Fucking
One,
hell.
one way of dying.
So yeah, good job, guys. Combat over.
Hob runs all up fucking. Oh, I got the next. Oh.
And I'll give you heroism and all, you not used it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well done, everyone. There you go.
Yeah.
XP for the
I'm gonna
round.
get down.
So yeah, that was a good fight. Those technically were both CR3. So nice tactics because that could have been quite the opposite direction as well.
Well, I wanted to say when he tried to hit me, like, stop trying to hit me and hit me. I'm a real lion, But
It's going up the hill.
Oh, fucking slow down.
did
I
you
get
see the
to the-
fight? Did you see the fight? We kinda smashed it. Where were you? It was fun.
I slumped with my back against the wall, sweat pouring from my forehead, trying to keep up with everyone.
Why are you so tired?
You just get the middle finger.
What do I do with that?
And
just,
I
I'm a lion still, right? So I'm just gonna lick his face because I'm still a lion. So
He walks over and dry humps and tea bags. I'm like, it's Call of Duty.
Ugh.
I would like to do what would it be, nature check, just to learn, maybe kind of go over the manticore, try to see, I know that I was hit by it with its tail kind of thing, so I kind of just want to once over it and see if I can learn anything more in depth.
What about the wound on you?
Yeah.
So it just seems to be a hardened spine. It's all the material that it hit you with almost feels like bone in a sense. And with a quick yank, it's pulled out. It's left a bit of a scratch, but nothing serious.
I like to keep it,
Okay, yeah,
and knowing where it came from, I'd like to go to its tail and slowly kind of cut away and see if I can see if I can just see how it works, if there's any more in the tail, kind of thing like that.
Okay, so I think Point has already done the gathering checks for these, or at least tried to.
Yep. I don't expect to get anything from it. Obviously, I don't have a scalpel. I'm using the edge of my blade. I just
Tell
kind
you
of want to
what.
see if I can make how it works, right, from a scientific perspective.
So I will give you a shot at gathering from it. I'll set it back to 1. Go for it. Try and gather from one of them.
All right. So what is it? Shift G.
Yeah.
Motherfucker! Used all the 20s up. We're done.
So yeah, you put your knife in, and basically, you're not really trying to. You're almost trying to hack its tail off, and you make a bit of a mess. And at this point, as you're kind of hacking away at this thing's tail, you see the door to the house by your side kind of open up, and a head pokes out, and she goes, "Is everything okay now? They're dead, okay?"
yep, they're dead.
Well,
Oh,
I just
she's
want to
still
look up,
alive.
blood all over me, and just look up at her, kind of like quizzically. Yep, they're dead,
she looks
and
at
one's missing testicles.
I'm not going to ask. I'm a Dabra, by the way. Can I ask what you're all doing here? Aside from, the slaughter of said creatures.
What you saying there was Hadabra?
A Dabra Gwyn has a full name.
Yeah, she's on a quest. We're supposed to check on her. I just look up to her after kind of wiping my face off with the blood and just say to her, "We're actually asked to come and see you to see if you're okay."
Oh,
check
the
on you.
Township checking up on them, are they? Well, as you can see, I was in a spot of bother, but now I'm quite okay.
Okay. Harbin says his regards.
Harbin's a dick.
That he is. I agree with you wholeheartedly. And yes. And I just mumble something about Droop, not just fucking Droop. Could have been deputized and just whatever.
Fucking.
Where is Droop?
He's still in town.
Somewhat.
Oh.
He's
Somewhere.
sleeping off his he's sleeping off his drinking.
All right, well, I suppose there's the matter of thanking you for clearing these creatures, because I don't have much in the way of gold, but what I do have, I believe you adventuring types will find quite handy. And you see her rush back inside for a moment, and then she comes back out, and she brings out these shoe files. She goes, "Healing potions. I trust you can make more use of these than I can."
Ooh.
And
Nice.
she hands over a quick, basically she pulls open a satchel, and there are 3 standard potions of healing in there. She goes, "Please
You don't
take
have
these."
any poisons, do you?
Don't really deal in poisons, sorry.
Yes. She's a medicine woman. Not an
Yes.
assassin.
Also, as I can imagine, you're probably going to need some more in the future, given your line of work, and he's safe after all. If you come to me to get them brewed, I will give you a bit of a discount. Most places will charge you 50 gold pieces per potion. I'll knock that down to 40, as thanks for the save and the, dead things.
Very well. That is very, very kind of you. That being said, if we are out and about adventuring, we must make another stop before we go back to town. Are there anything that we could pick up for you to help brew these potions along the way?
Oh, don't worry about that, dearie. I have more than enough materials here. As the hills and the surrounding forests are lush with materials, it doesn't take much to go out and get them.
Oh, it would be my pleasure if we could do so.
Well, if you're keeping a lookout,
That I am.
she kind of goes into a book and then pulls it out. She goes, "Well, if you could keep an eye out for some Amanita mushrooms, the red variety, I can use those to brew healing potions. And other than that, if you're looking for antitoxin, keep an eye out for some cat's tongue herbs and some everfrost berry."
I hope you're writing that down, Ox, because Hob is still getting his breath back, so he's not remembered a
I'm
thing.
not-
Then.
You know I can do that as well, right?
I look over at the fucking talking lion and go, "What? You've always been able to do this?"
And Adabra just kind of goes, "Did that lion just talk?"
You people never ask me stuff. I can do that.
I just rub my fucking temples, and I'm like, "Awesome, good to know."
There's a talking cat.
I'm not a real cat.
What?
I'm sorry. I will shut up.
He's a figment of your imagination. The trauma.
And I am Dr. Doolittle. Do you understand him? Because I can speak for the trees.
She goes, I'm sorry, forgive my surprise. Are you a druid?
Yes.
That explains a lot.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes! See? she reacted better than last lady. Last lady went inside house and cry. And But then I was wolf, so maybe.
So, looking at her, we obviously know she's an alchemist.
Mhm.
I'd like to walk up to her a little closer and go, do you have any ability to take an apprentice by chance?
An apprentice? Not really in the market at the moment. I'm I tend this place, do all the things around here, make bread, whatever else. Apprenticing is not really something I'm looking to do.
Are you so do you need anybody with like helpful matters by chance? Like a servant?
Explain where this is going, Tommy.
Well, here's the thing. I have
This
a
better
pet
be
goblin.
fucking Droop. Oh my god.
And I'm looking to have him maybe take up residence while we're out and about. He's in town currently, I assume, after a long night of drinking, but he's very useful and he can gather things for you. And
Before you go any further, does this individual have any knowledge of medicinal herbs or alchemy at all?
That's a great question. Is that what's going to stop me between getting a job and not getting a job?
Well, considering the difference between an herb can literally save lives or end them, yes.
I can imagine Droop going gathering herbs and just come back with a bunch of leaves and a few weeds.
You see, that's
Easy.
I hope Droop is just an undercover badass and he saves the world. Okay, that's what I hope at the end of this adventure. He's gonna come out and be like, "Yeah, he's gonna be awesome." Okay, well, I know, no, probably not. He's just a basic goblin that we've rescued from a terrible place, and I just am trying to find him work so that he can stay busy.
Right. Well,
his job is to serve me right now.
in the case that you do find someone who's willing to learn a few things, I can give you some recipes and things. But as for teaching them the art, I'm not really looking to take on the apprentices anyway. But if
I'd take him. If you're willing to impart them?
If you have anyone that's skilled in the art of alchemy that would like to learn how to make a few poultices,
I wig my tail.
Yeah,
your
Yeah, I point over
lion
at the
seems to
cat.
be reacting somewhat. Is he?
Yes, he and I are both have some alchemy tendencies. Yes, of course.
I'll tell you what. I'll just give you the recipe for the healing potions,
Mhm.
and we'll go from there.
Beautiful. I will then see you on the way back, and since you're an amazing alchemist yourself, I would maybe brew some along the way, and then have you let me know how good they are as far as potency is concerned.
It sounds good. If you find the time to come back, I'll be here. Just for my own sake of mind, this job that was given to you, I don't suppose they asked you to go, well, for you to try and get me to go back to the town, did they?
No, I don't believe so. I think this was just to check on you to make sure you're safe and
good.
Okay, and obviously you weren't as we have approached, but now leaving, I think we could say you're safe.
Yes,
Any minute.
She goes, these creatures usually dwell up in the mountains. I have a feeling that their presence down here would probably be something to do with the dragon that seems to have moved into the area, which is why I'm going to assume that they sent you here to me.
The paper was before we saw the dragon, so.
Oh, it was fucking Harbin then.
He's not a very nice person.
He's a prick.
I mean, maybe there was already talk about dragon. I don't know. We are not here this long, but when the first day we came here, we pick up paper for bounty and check people, and the next day we see dragon flying around.
She kind of puts her hand on her forehead and rubs her temple, and she goes, "This whole talk of the dragon, it came around a few days ago, or more or less a week ago now, but I've seen it." I mean, she kind of points over to the horizon where you can see what is, as it's a clear day today, you can see off in the distance what looks like a fortress up on a mountain. Because, see that up there? That's Icespire Keep. That's where I think the dragon has made its nest. Because I have seen, big fucking thing flying in and out from that location. Fortunately, down here, I don't seem to get much, company, but I believe these two, as she gestures to the manticores, I would expect that the dragon may have displaced them.
Do you know why they would take up residency? The dragons of the white dragons, of course,
It's a
being that
dragon.
they're different types.
If you know anything about dragon culture and how they go about their lives, when they get to a certain age, they set off from wherever their roost is and find themselves a nest. I expect this is just part of its natural life cycle.
You say nest. Are you stating that there's possibly eggs?
Well, it depends on the dragon. I mean, if this is a young one, then I doubt it. But if it's an older one, then quite possibly.
You can make dragon omelette.
I was just thinking that myself, my friend. A nice big omelet. Or a pet dragon.
I don't think lion lays eggs.
What?
You should turn yourself into a snake.
This looks like lion, right? So, well, he wants to.
Your lion is confused, I believe.
Or dragon eggs.
Well, since you're safe now, I think we should get moving. We've got to get on to some better things, I guess, here. I look over at everybody else. I was like, do you need anything here? And who has the heal pots?
Whoever took them. They are just... She held out the bag, and then whoever wanted them. There are 3 potions of healing in there, just standard ones. So whoever wants them, you can have them.
Oh, didn't she
I'll
give
take
the recipes instead?
Yeah, so the recipe would be basically, I'll unlock that in the recipe manager, which you should all have access now anyway to. Recipe manager.
I'll take a healing potion.
I look over at the Kane and I say, Kane, so if you know alchemy, you know about recipes, which means you know about gathering the herbs to do such things. Are you proficient in that?
At this point, I'm actually going to pull out that alchemist book that we was talking about earlier, and I'm going to give it to Ragnar.
Okay, so this alchemy book that Halbs just passed you, Ragnar, it's a book called The Budding Alchemist. It is a collection of recipes for crafting basically, common potions and salves and poultices. There are recipes in this book for... Not this one. This is an herbalism book, not a poison book. So this one, you'll find things like antitoxins, potions of healing, balms. There is even a potion of plant speak within this book.
Nice. I look to Hobbs. Thank you for this, Hob. I appreciate that.
Hey, it's absolutely fine, my friend. It's no use to me, so it makes sense that one of us can use it.
Just for ease of use and stuff, I've shared that book with everyone. So if you want to look at it, go into the items tab, which is the small blue box in the top right, and then click on recipe manager. It should be in there for you. Or the budding herbalist.
Goody.
Nice.
Oh.
We can do horse hunch and like cooking.
Yeah.
I told you. We eat
horse and canine.
Yeah, you can horse and canine meat, yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Horse, yes. The dog, I don't know.
The canine one doesn't have anything on it, which is kind of weird.
Hey?
Canine's got nothing on it when you click on it.
Okay, something's fucked up there then. Oh.
Right. Nothing serious at the minute. Cool. There you go. Canine meat. Hey! It works.
There you go.
Awesome.
So you end up.
So, she looks at you again and goes, "Well, just as a final thing for the saving of the life and all, if you ever find yourselves in need of a resting spot out in the wilderness, the upstairs of the windmill is unoccupied, so you could sleep up there if you want. I don't mind, renting out.
What
the
time
place
of the
for a
day
night."
is it now? Is it literally 10 a.m. still?
Yeah, so you'd be looking close to around, well, pretty much where it is now, actually.
Okay, so we've got plenty of time, so maybe we should
Yeah.
start making our way to the dwarves.
There we go. Yeah.
Realistically, you've only travelled for an hour as well. So
Yeah, so like I said, we left early morning anyway, so we've done this little bit. We could maybe rest for an hour, just recuperate from this, and then we'll make our way off.
yeah.
Take a short rest, guys. We'll have some jerky, a sort of drink. What do you guys think?
Shoot some bamboo.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you will take a short rest before heading out again. Where are we going then? Are we going over to the Dwarven Expedition?
Yes.
Okay,
Short
so
rest. And I'm not spending any hit points.
yeah, right. So taking a short rest. If you go on your Argon Combat UI, you will see next to your kind of portrait there, it will say long rest, short rest. Click short rest. Don't do new day because it isn't a new day yet. If you want to spend any hit dice, that's up to you. They basically restore HP, but I don't think any of you actually lost HP, so fuck you.
I guess if we're short resting, I lose my.
You will
I'll
lose
take-
your, yeah,
so-
you'll no longer be a lion. And okay, so yeah, setting out.
Well, how long can you stay alive?
Half my druid level. So I'm level 3, so 1 hour and a half now.
So you can keep your form. You just
You
don't
can-
take a
yeah.
short rest. But you'll only keep it for another
Well,
half
I'm still
hour.
waiting for you guys, so I'm waiting for an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna lose my,
But
But
you
I'm
lose
like,
it over the travel
guys,
anyway.
out traveling, fuck you.
So
What about that heroism? Does that stay on?
heroism? That'll be gone because that is only, I believe,
think it's a
minute.
A
Yeah.
minute?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I remember mine. During that short rest, I'd like to do, if possible, because I don't really need to rest particularly because I only have 4 hit points. I'm not going to die.
Mhm.
I'd like to do some type of wilderness gathering for herbs.
Right, I tell you what, because you all need to know what these look like, and because they are in the maps already and you've all missed them, I'm going to go grab something real quick off another scene.
I've been running around this map everywhere and I don't see anything.
isn't
So
anything
as
on
we
this one.
finish, we finish your short rest, I'm going to use my
But just
arcane
so...
recovery.
Where are we? That one. Just so you all know what these look like and you all know to gather from them, I'm going to bring them over. So,
Okay.
if you see any tokens like this, these bushes,
Okay.
you can hover over
Okay.
them and you'll see you've got an interactable hand there.
Yep.
These are purposely hidden like this, so they're not obvious. They can also look like this. Or this.
Are all your things kinda like this?
Pretty
Where
much.
if you hover over it,
If it's
How do you gather
interactable,
from them?
if you double right click and then shift G, you'll be able to gather from them.
Oh. You think I would be able to gather from them?
Yeah, so the big ones will give you 3 attempts, the smaller ones, the medium-sized ones will give you 2 attempts, and the small ones will give you 1 attempt.
Oh.
Again, Hob is too much with his arcane arts, so he's just
I
going
will
to
put some more down so you can have another go.
the annoying part is it's intelligence, which is fucking
Fucking
It's in
bad.
It's a nature check, and you are gathering after all.
Yeah, but you would think I'm a druid and shit. No, it takes intelligence and
Point just gathered something.
Ooh.
But when you gather something, it's not you just going to get one at a time. There's going to be multiples.
Jesus Christ. Well, you know what, Point? I'm just going to look over at Point and go, obviously, I can't figure this out very much. A plant's a plant. How about you go ahead and try? Never mind.
I rolled 3 nat ones this session.
But there's got to be balance somewhere.
Yeah, right. Let's see.
Right.
I mean, even alchemy and stuff and making the potions, it's all intelligence. Which
So
is
what
a
I'll say
bit
now
of a-
is we are approaching the end of session time. Personally, I haven't got to be anywhere, but how are the rest of you?
I'm good. I just got to answer a door.
work, unfortunately.
That's what crack is for.
Sorry, brother.
All right. So we know where we're going next session. Next Sunday. Ox, I know you've said you're not going to be here. How are we? Do you want to? Shall we? Oh, what do you want to do? Do you want to wait a week, or do you want to just play on?
I mean, I'm happy to play. It's whether everyone else is.
I'm free all the time,
I'm
so.
fine either way.
Yeah. Ox, if you're all
For
right,
me,
with
it's
you
all
fuck
the
off.
same. It's up to Ox. But he's not on his chair, so.
Yeah.
Said earlier, didn't he? He said earlier it was okay with it.
If he's okay with it, yeah, he's okay. We'll play on. Yeah, there's some more for you to have a fiddle with as well over here. But no, if it's okay for us to play on, we'll play on next week and we'll do the Dwarven area.
Cool.
Yeah. That'll do us for this week then. I hope you all enjoyed. And
Yes.
we shall resume next week at the same time. All right, Point, fucking out.
Did you just troll on Nat 20 with just gathering? What the fuck? How can he keep gathering all this shit?
Man's going to be stocked up on herbs. Right, so, Ox.
Yeah.
You're away next week.
Yes, sir.
You're okay with us playing on, yeah?
Yeah, you sure, man?
Yeah, I don't give a shit if you just play me right.
Yeah, I mean,
Send you in first. Absolutely
Yeah.
fine.
I will send you in against all the bad stuff, you know, do the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How you do? All this stuff that we've just been gathered, do we need to destroy it all, Andy?
No, this is for you to keep. This is because you've not like there's been loads of these things all over the maps, and I have hidden them that well that none of you have interacted with them. So now you know what they look like.
Nice.
These are our pity herbs.
There's nothing special about the fucking rocks at the top, right?
So the rocks are basically. How many of you know what cairnstones are? Like from the old,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
I have no
Great.
idea, but yeah.
So they are. There's a few of these dotted around the wilderness at the in the area. These are basically grave sites, and if you know anything like basically Stonehenge in real life, this is like you know a cairnstone burial site.
Okay.
I can give items to people because I'm trying to give these to points and it won't let me.
You can do request trade at the bottom left, and if you do to Chilius, and then drop whatever you like, or do to Philly, even drag whatever you want on there, and it should do it.
Trade. When we're looking for request trade, sorry,
So-
I've just got give to character.
Yeah, so you see at the bottom left where it says Dungeons and Dragons, you got the player list.
You gotta get off the other menu.
No. I'm being blind here. I don't even have a playlist.
Bottom left.
Yeah, nothing there.
That's odd.
Oh, are you in sword action?
It's
combat
there.
mode?
I see it. Request
Oh, yeah,
trade.
take off,
So click up the sword.
Yeah, click off sword mode.
Oh, right, okay. Request trade, yeah, I see it now.
Nice.
So basically, you do that. Choose who you want to trade with. Drag your character in there and say, "Yeah, this is the guy that I'm going to trade as," and then it goes from there. All right, yeah. Good session, everyone. That was fun as fuck.
So if I send a trade request to Art, All right, I can just drag the.
Spectate trade. Oh, here we go. We can see what dirtiness is going on.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So if I do that,
So
I've hit OK, and it's just come up with a load of circles now.
I don't know. Down at the bottom, it just said accept for me.
Matt, it's just saying cancel now, but I've hit OK.
Let me try this.
I don't know what's going on now.
If I accept, can you hit
There it
accept?
goes. I already did. It's got circles going now.
Yeah, it's like it wants to trade, but it won't let us trade. It's like accepting it for one
bullshit.
person, but not the other.
Yeah, because I'm good. We're both check marked green on the top.
Fucking silly. Okay.
It's just not working. Cancel
It doesn't
that.
work. It doesn't work. It's that's a thing.
It's
I'll
weird
have to
because
look
I
at.
did something else before where I was
One of
able
the
just
users
to.
item. One of the users closed the trading window, so the trade was cancelled. Item piles. Oh, log.
Hold on. How did I do that last time? Because I've given Billy a few things.
I just right click items in my inventory and give to player.
Yeah, and that's how I did it. Yep.
In the inventory itself, you can just
It won't let me select you guys off. I don't know why.
Right. So
It's
the other
like-
way of doing it, if you go to your inventory, right click an item, and you can press give to character.
It's not
And
a
then-
trade. It's more just dropping it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just try this.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
the Baldur's Gate free way of doing it.
That work?
Item pile wants to give an item to small plant.
Oh,
You have the plant fucking.
Ma-
no, I tried to give it. No, cancel that. Cancel that.
You try to put the herbs back in the plant.
No, try to give it to Ragnar. You're giving money. You're going to give it to small. Why is he giving it to small plants?
I don't know.
do you have the small plant
Have you got the tab
Okay.
targeted?
Point. You can have it. Screw this shit.
I'll take it.
Ragnar must be on a plant or something that's underneath him. So when I was trying to give it, him, I
Right.
was trying to give it the plant underneath him.
Oh yeah. Cheers to everyone. I'm going to end it there.
Nice.
Yeah. Good session. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone but Ox next week.
Yeah.
all right
Good shit.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
Have a good one. And I'll catch you all next week.
See you all next week.
Later, y'all. Yeah.
boy
No. Right, yeah, I'm going to get out of here for the night as well. I have been working on D&D all day, so I'm just going to go chill for a bit. I am not at work tomorrow, so I will most likely be live at some point in the day, probably around usual stream starting time. So expect some not D&D, sorry, either PoE 2 or some Might and Magic 6. Check that clip. I will do. Cheers for the clip, Tiz. And yeah, I'll see everyone tomorrow. Cheers for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and